Hello YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. We welcome you to the live coverage of race 29 of 36 of the Outlaws Sim Series Bandit Grand Nationals tonight in virtual Hampton, Georgia, as we continue this 10-race stretch to decide the inaugural Outlaws Sim Series Bandit Grand National iRacing Champion. And in the era of restrictor plate racing, the 1.54-mile Atlanta Motor Speedway vies with fellow Speedway Motorsports facility Texas Motor Speedway for the title of fastest track in NASCAR. Qualifying lap averages are generally in the range of 193 miles per hour and at an all-time lap record of 197 plus miles per hour. So, the 24-degree banked quad-oval has earned its nickname Real Racing, Real Fast. And in addition to hosting the NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR Xfinity Series, and NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, as well as ARCA stock cars for a while, IRL Indy cars on the big track, Legend cars and their Bandolero and Thunder Roadster Reverend race year-round on a quarter-mile paved oval that uses parts of the pit lane in the front stretch, connected by 180-degree turns on either end. Of course, it's also a road course and a rally cross course and all that jazz. But tonight, it is these NASCAR Xfinity Series cars, 650 horsepowered bricks on four wheels tonight for tonight's 195 lapped event. Good evening, everyone. I'm Emerson Arden. Jacob Zala joins me on the call this evening after a wild evening last week, seeing several key drivers move aside, with Kyle Lingerfeldt emerging from the smoke as he advances into the next round of the playoffs. And let's go ahead and take a look at the playoff standings coming into today. And you see right off the bat, Kazi, Lingerfeldt, they are in should they start their engines tonight. Seth Berger, he is about 35 points ahead. It's going to take a lot for Seth to miss the playoffs, but he is not locked in. And you see Schumacher, McClune, Service, Pratt, and then we get to the bubble drivers. Malenko's 11 up, Stutzman is 8 up, Markle is 8 back, and Thompson is 14 back. Garrett Velzy is mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. Technically, he still has playoff status this week, but even if he were to dominate and win today's race, there is no mathematical formula for Garrett Velzy to advance to the next round of the playoffs. So effectively, 12 drivers competing for 10 spots tonight. Which two will be eliminated? We'll find out after 195 laps of green flag racing. Tonight's charity is the American Humane Association. Again, we are going ahead and shouting out some charities we shouted out earlier in the season, and the American Humane Association is the first to serve whether animals are in need of rescue, shelter, protection, or security through their innovative leadership initiatives, from their No Animals Were Harmed program in Hollywood to their broad-based farming and conservation animal welfare certifications to rapid response and care across the country. American Humane sets the gold standard as the most visionary and effective animal welfare organization in the nation. And if you wish to donate to the American Humane Association, make sure you check out AmericanHumane.org. This camera and others are provided to you tonight by Whiplash Media, which is Pit Stop TV's parent organization. Whiplash Media specializes in various sim racing resources such as paint schemes, stream overlays, iRacing camera packs, and more. Whiplash Media is also working on its presence in real racing, offering services such as photography and social media management and public relations. Make sure you go to www.whiplash-media.com for more. And Jacob, welcome aboard this evening. After last week's show, I don't know if anything can top that.
Yeah, dude, that was a great show the drivers put on last week, and especially Kyle Lingerfeldt winning. Nobody had expected Kyle Lingerfeldt to come out and with a win there, and it was a great way to make himself advance to the next round.
Well, let's go. Oh, there is a car stopped in the middle of turns 3 and 4, but let's go ahead and see if we can talk to Kyle Lingerfeldt himself. Let's bring him on up here. This might take a minute, but we will. Yep, we got him. And let's talk to the man that has advanced to the round of 10, Kyle Lingerfeldt. Kyle, how does it feel to come in today? No pressure.
Honestly, such a great relief. Hello, Emerson. How are you today?
Fantastic. And glad to be talking to you this evening. With you winning last week, what is the game plan coming into Atlanta?
The game plan, honestly, just to have a good point stay here, have a good solid finish. Not sure what kind of speed we have. Haven't really tested with too many other people. But a good point stay here. set us up for the next 3 races. Will be great for next round.
Absolutely. So yeah, a mile and a half. There is a couple more this season. The final 4 race is at a mile and a half as well. So a lot of mile and a halves coming up. What are, I mean, this is the most abrasive surface we're going to be heading up to of the 4. But what can you take away from tonight maybe that can kind of help you at Vegas, Charlotte, and Kansas?
It seems to be as we kind of go to those tracks, the outside kind of becomes the place to be the more and more you run here on older tires. So this will be good practice to kind of run the wall some tonight and see how it handles in traffic up high.
Right on. Jacob, you have any questions for Mr. Lingerfelt?
Yeah, first of all, how you doing, Kyle?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you, man. I recovered quite well from my party last Wednesday night.
Yeah. I didn't get to say, first of all, I didn't get to say congratulations to you last week. So congratulations to you on the win at Martinsville. And, you know, it's Atlanta tonight. We go from a short track to a mile and a half. It's going to be big. How do you think the draft will affect any part of your racing here today?
I'm not so sure about straightaway draft, but as much as I am corner side drafting, you can really feel the air on your rear end whenever someone gets right on your quarter panels throughout the corners, whether they're up high or down low on you. It really loosens up the car or tightens you up. So I feel like that's going to play a bigger factor than straightaway drafting as preferred to like Daytona or Talladega.
And I know, I don't know if Emerson asked you or not, iRacing had updated some of the mile and a halves. How do you feel about being able to actually use the top lane here in Atlanta, or maybe use the middle lane?
Personally, I love it. I wish more tracks kind of had this multi-groove feel like Atlanta does. And 1 and 2, honestly, in 3 and 4 as well, you can sort of just run any line as long as you're just not killing your stuff. Put down some pretty solid lap times. So it's really...
Sorry, I didn't know.
No, you're fine. It's just going to be all about maintaining that right front tire.
And then I'll go ahead and throw in my last question, my most famous question. How many cautions do you think we're going to have tonight?
I guess 7. Got a good feeling on 7. Probably a couple early, probably get slow and then get busy again later, I'm sure.
All right, well, best of luck to you, and hopefully we see you in victory lane again here tonight.
Thank you, man. Looking to go back to back.
Yes, sir, and a confident Kyle Lingerfelt at that, especially with his great win last week at Martinsville. And what a guy. I mean, I said it last week, you know, we've been kind of just waiting for him to, you know, break through and get, that victory that was just kind of always just slightly out of reach. But he finally sealed the deal last week, and it was not without controversy. There was a lot of action that happened last week, and some drivers are now on the bubble looking to kind of, I guess, redeem themselves. I guess let's go ahead and talk to drivers who are below the cut line first, and we'll talk to drivers who are above the cut line. But one of those drivers who did not have such a hot go at Martinsville, Tyler Markle. Tyler, what's the game plan coming into today?
My plan is to go top 5 and hopefully pray, but I don't even know if I could do that with being 9th in speed hurt. So we'll see.
Fair enough.
Well, hello, brother. How you doing?
Yes, we have a running joke going on with the Michelin man back here. I won't explain that. But
they wanted me to say hello, brother. It's not dead. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I was watching, but Mel wanted me to, so.
All right, but at Martinsville, it looked like everything that could go wrong at Martinsville went wrong. What exactly happened? And I know this isn't a short track, but
okay.
So,
personally, I spun twice myself. Roommate came in once, spun while that happened, and then I got back up there. You know, I was keeping up with everybody after the yellows and stuff. Used my faster pair.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so 8 points. How confident are you that 8 points is a mountain that this 42 car is able to peak tonight?
I think I can do it. Corey, though, is a tough one to beat. And then the one that I would expect that might have a rough race, depending on where we finish, would be Devin. But I don't remember how many points ahead he is of me.
Fair enough. Jacob, you have any questions for Tyler? Wow, he's gonna leave his
It's fine.
brother hanging like that.
No.
But anyway, so Atlanta, this is the first of 4 mile and a halves. this playoff. There's 3 after today. What can you take from Atlanta, even though it's the most abrasive and oldest track surface, and one I guess it's gonna have the tires wear out the most? What can you take from today's race? Should you advance or not, you still have Las Vegas and Charlotte and Kansas
I'm
to hit up.
excited for Dover, but as the other ones, I don't know. Charlotte's fun. Kansas, I don't like. What was the other one? Vegas. Vegas is okay too.
Well, what can you take from a track like this to those 3? Or is there any crossover?
I don't know. Other than tire saving, I don't know. This is probably the best one to learn on.
Fair enough. And you're getting pushed down the straightaway by Reese there. All was fun there. Right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and leave you into the barrier.
And I'm,
Do you have any questions for Tyler?
Tyler, it's got 1 shot left, 1 chance to try and make it to the playoffs. What are you gonna have to do to maybe not? What's gonna be the strategy for you?
For me, as normal, I'm probably just gonna run out of gas, just because we only have a certain amount of tires here. Everybody's probably gonna try short pitting, but if we get those yellows, it's better to have the extra tires. That's personal versus whatever everybody else does.
Right. Are you gonna try and save those tires, or are you just gonna run them out until you can?
I'm gonna save, but I tried that in practice, and it was at 18% on 16-1. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So.
Right.
Personally.
One more question. How many cautions? I'm gonna ask my famous one. How many cautions do you think we're gonna have tonight?
I think 3. Somewhere around that. I don't know. Like, if it gets towards the end, it'll be like possibly like Daytona. We get a bunch. But if we don't have one towards the end, I think it's gonna be a lot of green flag racing here. This thing's pretty good.
Best of luck to you, man. Hopefully, we'll see you in the second round of the playoffs.
Thanks. See you then. Hopefully.
Right on, and there is a playoff driver below the cut line today who needs a little bit of work to help work out in his favor. This is attainable on his own, but it's not going to be easy by any means. Tough racetrack, tough level of competition, and 8 points. It's a kind of a tough mountain. So we'll see if Tyler Markle is able to do that tonight. We'll alternate. Let's go ahead and talk to a driver who is above the cut line. Barely. Let's see if we can hit up driver of the number 71, Jeremiah Stutzman. And Jeremiah, there you are, pulling off the track. 8 points above the cut line. This is a tough little mile and a half. You're 8th on the charts though, and you are above the driver who is trying to chase you down in that playoff standings. How are you feeling about tonight's race?
Absolutely horrible.
You love to hear the confidence, man.
Yeah, no confidence in this race.
None at all.
Right, so 8 points. Is that? Do you think that's enough of a margin for you tonight?
No.
No. So what's gonna have to go right for the 71 team to stay in the playoffs?
Everybody else wrecked, probably.
Oh man.
Oh man.
All right, so this is obviously an old abrasive track surface, and tires are going to mean everything. These cars are tight as it is. What is, I guess, what is the long run pace of the 71? Is there long run pace? Is it tires that are going to stay on the 71, or what? I guess what's the long run deal for you tonight?
I wish I knew, because I can't make it more than 10 laps before I end up in the inside wall.
Oh man, it's not looking good, but we'll see what happens. Jacob, do you have any questions for Jeremiah?
Yeah. First of all, Jeremiah, how you doing?
All right, I guess.
This is Atlanta. I haven't got a chance to talk about this yet. You beat me on pit strategy at Auto Club. Is there going to be any pit strategy out of you tonight?
I doubt it, because I figure everybody's gonna short pit or whatever. Everybody's gonna be pretty close. So. I don't think it's gonna be much different.
And then one more question for you. How many cautions do you think we're gonna have tonight?
About 13.
Oh, he's
wow.
a big baller out here. Wow.
Yeah, I'll probably be in like 8 of them.
Yeesh. That's very confident from the number 71 team.
It'll be Martinsville all over again. I'll look like a joke.
Oh man.
Oh,
Well, we don't want that to happen, man.
yeah, we definitely don't. We want the best
We'll
for
say
you.
wishing the best for you tonight. 8 points above the cut line. It's not a large margin, but it's a margin at a track that is. I guess there's a lot of control your own destiny tonight, and so do you feel in control of your I guess outcome for tonight's race?
That's, I guess, as long as I can keep the car on the track, it's really all I can do.
Fair enough. Well, we're gonna leave you to it. Again, 8 points above the cut line. Wishing the best for you tonight, and yeah, we'll see if you make it into the round of 10.
Yep.
All right, thank you, and y'all have fun up there.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, we will.
As driver of the number 71, Jeremiah Stutzman, and I think now let's go and talk to another driver who is below the cut line. Let's see if he's in here. I believe he is. All right, driver of the number 89, Kevin Thompson. Kevin, 14 back of the cut line. That's a steep mountain. What's gonna have to happen for you to make it into the next round?
Get some home cooking.
Home cooking.
Yeah, just race race the track and not everyone else, and keep the tires underneath the car.
Hey, fair enough. I do like the I guess the meaning behind this. I mean, what? This is. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to recall. Yeah, this is a home race for you. What does it mean for you to be running here at Atlanta?
Oh, it means a lot. I came to 3 to 4 races here, and my all-time favorite race is 2001, Kevin Harvick, Jeff Gordon.
Were you at that race?
Oh yeah, I was there. I was there when
Wow.
I was there when the backstretch had grandstands.
Wow, that's crazy.
I don't know if you know, my favorite driver is Kevin Harvick.
That's cool.
So that's pretty awesome that you were there for one of my favorite drivers' greatest moments in his career.
Oh yeah, it was a really good race. I remember straight. The side-by-side racing and the top line where he passed them at the start-finish line. It was a real good race.
Right. So you coming here in person. I mean, I know this in sim and everything, but you kind of got to see a little bit firsthand to see like how just hard these drivers are having to wheel these things. Is there any, I guess, advantage or anything you picked up from visiting this track in real life that you can bring? I mean, this is a scanned, complete scanned version of this track, but I don't know. How do you feel? Does it help you in any way?
And a little bit watching the races here, but you can't tell a difference without being on the track driving a car around here. But this is a sim and it's different than real life, to somewhat.
For sure. So, running, the Georgia livery tonight, home track tonight, needing a lot to happen. Just what would it mean for you to maybe not even, win, but to just make it to the next round with a good run here tonight? What would that mean?
It would mean a lot just to keep going and to stay alive in the playoffs. But if not, I'm still learning. It's first year. I'm happy that I'm in the playoffs. Just keep fighting and keep running what I'm doing. Absolutely.
Jacob, you have any questions for Kevin Thompson?
Sure, Kevin, you're a little down in spirits right now, but it's your home track, Atlanta. Now there's some multi-groove racing. What line are you going to be looking at using throughout this race?
Middle in 1 and 2, maybe top in 1 and 2, bottom in 3 and 4.
It'll be an interesting line, and hopefully you can save some tires and maybe get up there. I'll ask one more for you, and then we'll let you go get back to doing what you're doing. How many cautions do you think they're gonna be tonight?
Hard to tell. May 4. There might be one on the restarts because you can spin tires here. So I say four.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I say 4.
Well, best of luck to you, Kevin, and hopefully we see you in the second round of the playoffs.
Thank you all. Have a good call.
Yes, sir. Best of luck. That is driver of the number 89, Kevin Thompson. 14 points below the cut line. A lot can happen. We saw a lot happen at Martinsville. And, I mean, this is a tough mile and a half. It's a mile and a half, and you think they're cookie cutters, but this one is far from a cookie cutter.
Yeah, this one is really tough. It's going to be really tight race. So we'll see what happens here today.
I'm trying to see. I don't see him in the session, or I don't see him on the track at least. But I know he's in the Discord. We'll go ahead and try to talk to the second driver above the cut line, Malenko, 11 points above. Tough little mile and a half. How are you feeling?
Great. Hello, my brothers.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Hello, brother.
All right. So Atlanta, I heard in that practice session, or practicing today, that you really picked up confidence from a few hours ago. What happened?
It was mostly from a race I did Sunday with 14-1, and then when I got to practicing 14-1, you can do a pretty good lap with it, and plus, I know I can save pretty good tires based on what I could do in SRN, so pretty confident that we won't get eliminated anyway.
Fair enough. 11 points over the cut line. Well, you already kind of just said you feel pretty good about not getting eliminated. But should, Tyler or Kevin Thompson win, that only puts you 3 points above Jeremiah. Now what are you looking at if it's a 3-point gap?
Be better. That's about all you can do is hopefully you're better.
Fair enough. Jacob, you have any questions for Malenko?
Yeah, Malenko, how you doing?
Oh, decent.
First question, are you gonna use any of that Michelin Man power tonight?
Oh, of course. We just got it in reserve. We got the Michelin Nitrous all set.
Michelin Nitrous.
How are you feeling about this track? Now it's multi-groove racing. You're gonna be able to use any lane on the track. What lane would you prefer to use here today?
Entering more against the wall, and then you cut down as it goes. Mostly, so yeah, it's kind of for both turns, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, kind of start a little bit higher and then cut down.
All right, and then I'll get one more in with you. Caution count. How many cautions do you think they're gonna be tonight?
4.
That's a pretty low number. Our last guy said 13 or 13, so.
It's probably someone below the bubble.
Yeah. No, it's not actually.
It is not. It was not someone below the bubble. Pretty close too, though.
I thought it was Thompson the last one.
No.
No, I meant to say it. I didn't.
Anyway.
Anyway, best of luck to you tonight, and hopefully we see that number 7 car in victory lane.
So
See you.
Driver of the number 7, Mr. Malenko himself. And those are the 4 bubble drivers. Let's talk to somebody who is almost secure. Not secure, but almost secure. At the top of the playoff standings.
Rise up.
Yeah, Burger Nation rise up. Bringing him on in. 35 points over the cut line. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Wish I was feeling better. But yeah, I think I'm going to be a front runner tonight. Hopefully I could keep the speed in the car. I got a plan, so let's see if that plan works. But I definitely like this track a lot, and I don't know how long it's been, but I think it's been a while since we last raced on a regular mile and a half, I guess.
I would say Kentucky in the regular season, so round 20. It's almost been 8 races. Yeah, it's 8 races since we last ran a mile and a half.
I think I started that one 3 laps down.
That doesn't help, yeah. Fair enough. You have a win. 2 wins at Homestead in Kansas. Now, those are, I guess, better racing surfaces than this one. What is the game plan for the 77 in terms of tire conservation and just keeping the 77 pointed in the right direction?
You know, man, I think it's just gonna be taking care of the car. To be honest with you, that'd be my top priority. We're definitely going to see some people who could save tire and people who can't save tire. I think obviously the one who could save tire the best is going to be the one who wins tonight. Especially, I think the race is going to end on a long green flag run. So, whoever has the most consistent speed, I think will win this race tonight.
I don't think that is a terrible observation at all. Jacob, you have any questions for third seed in the playoffs at the moment, Seth Berger?
All right, Seth, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. How about you?
I'm doing good. So going on to next week. Next week is Las Vegas. Are you going to use anything from what you learned here tonight? Because those Atlanta and Las Vegas are almost similar. Are you going to take anything from Atlanta to use next week at Las Vegas?
I don't know if you really can. I mean, probably tire conservation. You're definitely gonna learn how to save tire at this track. I feel like, which you could bring over to Las Vegas. But I mean, they're totally different tracks. I don't know if the last no, my bad. I was practicing Las Vegas a while ago, and I think that was before the last update or new tire model. So yeah, it's definitely be a totally different race in Las Vegas. So nothing much to learn at this track besides saving tire.
And then how many cautions do you think we're going to have tonight, Seth, looking in?
I'm going to go with 4.
That seems to be where everybody's around right now. 4, unless you're Jeremiah, then you say 13.
No,
But,
not at all.
But best of luck to you in that number 77 machine. Hopefully Burger Nation can put it in victory lane here tonight.
All right, yeah, for sure. Thank you. And let's go Burger Nation.
All right, and that is driver of the number 77, Seth Berger, who is currently top of the practice charts right now. 2.5 minutes left in practice. Let's go ahead and take a look at the chat real quick. And shout out everybody if you're in the chat. Go ahead and comment on down. Brandon Richardson from Facebook says, "Get him, Kyle." It's Forrest says, "Room." Landon says, "Good luck, fellas. Rooting for the 77 and 17. Mark Berger in the house, rooting for Seth, says, "Go number 77. LWI in the house. And Dan Park says, "Go Swift Racing." So appreciate all of you for tuning in tonight. 2 minutes left in practice. And, all right. I think we have to cave. We got to get this guy in here, man. Third on the practice charts. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's bring him on in, huh?
Yeah, dude, this is a guy who's wanted an interview for a while, so let's get him up here.
Well, you're third on the practice charts, Farron. It's your moment to shine, man. How you feeling?
Don't put that kind of pressure on me.
Oh, boy.
Don't put that kind of pressure on me.
Hey, as far as you know, we have the power of the Michelin Man, so I think you're all right.
Oh,
And
good.
the last time one of you guys thought good about me, I wrecked. So.
Hey, man, we're not in control of your race.
True. I'm not in control of my race right now.
Oh, man. But, I felt this is appropriate. You are showing some nice short run speed, but what is the long run pace of this 20 car?
It's good. I did a little bit of a long run in the first practice we had today, and it was a little free. I've been struggling with free in the center all practice long. So hopefully we show some good long run speed here. I ran the official races last week, and all week long I showed pretty good long run speed. So we'll hope and pray that transitions to tonight.
Yes, sir. Jacob, you have any questions for Mr. Farron Elam Jr.?
Farron, tonight is Atlanta. Last week, I don't know if you're there or not. It was interesting tonight, Atlanta. Since the update, they've made it multi-groove racing, and what do you think your line will be here tonight?
You know, honestly, if I can keep the tires on good condition, I'd like to run the bottom as long as I can. There's a lot of speed down there. Even on older tires, if you can hook the bottom really well, you can make up a lot of time. But realistically, you're probably going to move up to the middle about 15 laps in if you burn your tires off. I know there's been several people that want to run the outside, me personally. I'm more of a middle runner myself, but I've tried the outside. But for me, it's bottom or middle for me.
Before you go, I'll ask you, how many cautions do you think we're gonna have tonight?
You know, I went a little. The last time I was interviewed, I think I went for a huge number. I'm gonna go with about 4 here. We're gonna have one early, and then from there on, we'll kind of be in and out, long green flag runs. But just hope we can come out here and put on a good showing for everybody. Been really disappointed in my finishes.
Well, best of luck to you, Farron, and hopefully we see you at the front tonight.
Yes, sir. We'll leave you to it. Best luck to you. And that was driver of the number 20, Theron Elam Jr. It's nice to get him a little shout out. And let's go ahead and talk about newcomer to the series. This is Joe Panino here in the number 16 Chevrolet Camaro. Joe is we talked to him before the race. What you make of this guy?
He seems pretty cool. He lives close to me, so we'll see if we can take him under our wing. He seems like a nice guy. Not very confident for his runs, but hopefully we'll get something out of him here tonight.
Well, that we will see. Adrian Schumacher has taken to the start-finish line first. Then we'll see. I believe it was Panino second. Yep, and then should be in that order on your screen. Gardner and then St. Coeur, the first 4 drivers to take times here. Schumacher, let's catch up with him as he heads down the back straightaway, and look at that livery.
That paint scheme is the best paint scheme out here tonight.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, Landon, if you're watching, but this paint scheme is better than any paint schemes you've made.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Anyway, let's see where newcomer Joe Panino puts it on the charts. Well, it should either be first or second, at least. It'll be third, actually, because Gardner will snag second. Gardner did a lot of laps here. He did very well in his Road to Pro Truck Series race. With a little bit
into the wall.
Oh, no. Well, it looks like the first lap is faster for a lot of drivers anyway. Let's go ahead and see some of these playoff bubble drivers. Kevin Thompson out there. Let's see how he's doing. Kevin Thompson working his way off of turn number 2. Woo! Up against that outside wall. Reese Schaefer has gone top of the charts.
Ow.
Panino drops down to 5th. Gardner sat in 3rd behind Schumacher. St. Coeur has hit up the 4th position. Good to see St. Coeur back in the mix.
Yeah, it's really good to see him. He's pretty fast.
How about Jason Miz, 2nd on the charts?
Wow.
Kevin
Second
Thompson,
on the chart.
4th.
What a lap.
Nice run for Jason Miz right now at a 31.61. Pole time 31.57 right now by Reese Schaefer. Kevin Thompson, he's clocked in 4th. How about last week's winner, Kyle Lingerfeld?
Will Lingerfeld have anything to say about Reese's pole time?
This lap looks pretty slow. He's probably putting all his eggs into the next lap. But Lingerfeld goes 8th on his opening lap. Holt moves up to 3rd. He was not able to top Jason. Theron Elam goes to 4th.
What a lap from Elam. Really? Oh, Lingerfeld into the wall. That'll end any chances for him to make up any time.
There's Malenko. Malenko puts it 6th quickest. Setzer's gone on the charts as well. 7th quickest for Matthew Setzer. Let's take a look at another driver in the playoffs in the thick of it. We haven't mentioned his name much, which is not necessarily a bad thing either. Andrew Pratt, his first time. I'm sorry, this is his warm-up lap he just completed. So this is his first timed lap he's putting up for us. So it's Andrew Pratt.
Can Andrew Pratt get any faster than Greg Holt? Can he snag a pole from Greg Holt?
It'll be something. Yeah, Holt has gone top of the charts. If I did not call that out, but you did. He's at a 31.57 tied with Reese Schaefer, by the way, at the top of the charts. But iRacing gives Holt the nod. Pratt to the line. 6th quickest. 31.66.
Now this is where it'll count. Can he get a couple tenths faster?
Looks like Joseph Causey has reset. So we'll catch up with Seth Berger in the LWI machine. Number 77 working his way around the high banks of 3 and 4 to wrap up his first lap. Berger Nation rise up as your boy comes to the start-finish line after his first lap. Looks like the first lap may not be anything to write home about. It'll be 15th, but that was a 33.17. So this second lap is where it's at.
He wants to go pole here. He needs to go pole. And we'll see if he can get it done here on this second lap.
Seth Berger into turns 3 and 4, riding very, very late arc. He's not getting to the bottom until about the apex of the corner. And he lets it right on off. You got to get all the speed you can. And Seth Berger to the line. He will slap that bad boy. Third quickest.
What a lap from Seth.
How about Tyler Markle below the cut line today? He needs some help.
And a good qualifying run would most likely help Markle just a little bit here.
Tyler Markle working his way. Joseph Causey slaps a time up there. He'll put it 10th quickest. That'll do it for Joseph. Joseph in the middle of the field. Good thing he has one Daytona, so he does not have to worry about today, but that is not a good sign for Joseph with 3 more playoff races that are at mile and a half to come. Tyler Markle's first lap will put it 13th quickest. We'll see what the second lap can do. Also on the track now, Jeremiah Stutzman and newcomer Keith Helton. We'll catch up with them as they're on their warm-up laps with Tyler Markle wrapping up his second lap time. It will be for the number 42, 8 points below the cut line. He will start at least 9th.
Got it right into the top 10 on the inside, right where you want to be.
The other driver on the other side of that cut line, 8 points above Tyler Markle, is the 71 of Jeremiah Stutzman. He comes out for his warm-up lap. This is an important one. Where you start could make or break your race. I did a league race at Atlanta last Thursday. I had a bad qualifying effort. I got into some action in the back of the pack on lap 8. It ruined my race. So you really need a good starting position, and I had a fast repair. These guys don't have fast repairs.
Yeah, starting up front would be nice for any driver. That's exactly where you want to be.
Keith Helton! That's a third, the newcomer.
Wow, what a fast
And
run
he's still got a
for Helton.
second lap. Jeremiah Stutzman's first lap. 16th quickest. We'll see what this second lap can do. Catch up with the newcomer, though. We'll give him a little TV time riding third. Woo! Way up the track on the outside wall. I don't know if the second lap's going to improve. It does not.
Does not. Nope.
He was 1/100th off of the pole time. Jeremiah Stutzman to the line. Seventh quickest. That's ahead of Tyler Markle.
That's where he wants to be.
That's all you need, really, if you're in that playoff bubble. Still yet to set times with 2 minutes remaining. Max Service, Joshua McClune, Patrick Clark Jr. making his first start. Doug Solms, Eric Peck, Cody Vreeland making his second start, but his first start at Daytona, he only made it off the pit lane and then reset. And Garrett Velzy also in the session. So with 2 minutes left, we'll go ahead and we'll shout out. How about our our charity tonight? Tonight's charity is the American Humane Association, and the American Humane Association, they're first to serve wherever animals are in need, either in need of rescue or shelter, protection or security, through their innovative leadership initiatives, from their No Animals Were Harmed program in Hollywood to broad-based farm and conservation of animal welfare. Conservation animal welfare certifications, to rapid response and rescue and care across the country. American Humane sets the gold standard as the most visionary and effective animal welfare organization in the nation. If you wish to donate to the American Humane Association, make sure you check out AmericanHumane.org. And again, we shout out a different charity each week to see who we can help out in our best interest. With all of you who tune in each week, we figured we'd shout out a different charity each week, give them a little spotlight, give them a little help in these trying times. And if you feel you need to donate to the American Humane Association, make sure you check out that website, and please do. It would mean the most. It would mean the world. Tonight's cameras, especially like the ones you see here, provided by Whiplash Media, which is Pit Stop TV's parent organization. They specialize in various sim racing resources, including paint schemes, stream overlays, iRacing camera packs, and more. Whiplash Media is also working on its presence in real racing, offering services such as photography, social media management, and public relations. Make sure you go to www.whiplash-media.com for more. And I'm sorry, that was the wrong button. And tonight's Pratt, Tile, and Stone Pole Award winner is none other than 5-time series winner, Mr. Greg Holt. My goodness, Greg Holt with the Pratt, Tile, and Stone Pole Award. And Pratt, Tile, and Stone serving all your tiling needs since 2003. But those drivers who, they are just happy Greg Holt's not a playoff driver, because him starting on the pole is not helping anybody's confidence.
Yeah, they are smiling right now. That is for dang sure.
Well, let's go ahead and go through our starting lineup. And, sorry, trying to get the correct shot. Here we go. And on the front row, it'll be Mr. Greg Holt himself. He'll be starting alongside Reese Schaefer on that front row by 4/1000ths of a second. Keith Helton making his first Outlaw Sim Series start. He will start third, 12/1000ths off of the pole time. And we'll find the first playoff driver 3 whole 100ths off of the pole time, starting fourth. Jason Miz will be fifth, Theron Elam sixth. And the second playoff driver is Jeremiah Stutzman in seventh. He'll be starting alongside Devin Smith in 8th, Andrew Pratt 9th, Malenko 10th, Marco 11th, Matthew Setzer in 12th, and in 13th we will have Joseph Causey. Jacob, take us through 14th to the end.
14th, we will have Adrian Schumacher. 15th, we'll have Kevin Thompson. 16th, Andrew St. Cour. 17th, Adam Gardner. 18th, Kyle Lingerfeld. 19th, our newcomer, Joe Panino. 20th, Joshua McClune. 21st, Eric Peck. 22nd, Garrett Velzy. 23rd, Doug Soames. 24th, Doug Vreeland. 25th, Max Service. And 26th, Patrick Clark Jr.
So that is our grid for tonight's race. Let's go ahead and take a look at our race info tonight. And this 1.54 mile track, that graphic is wrong. We are here in Hampton, Georgia. My goodness, Iris, get it together. Look at that track temp, 123 degrees Fahrenheit. These tires,
very hot track.
Tires are screaming for mercy. My
These tires
goodness.
are gonna need help after this one. They might be on some watch, the watch list here.
Oh my goodness. It's a 195 lapped event tonight with 7 sets of tires in the pit lane, 75% fuel loads, unlimited overtime attempts. There are no fast repairs tonight. And that 123 degree track temp there, it's helped a little bit by it being dry heat. It's not very humid, but 29% humidity, partially cloudy. And what'll help that track temp a little bit is that 9-mile-per-hour wind that's coming across the speedway. There is the Facebook page for our beloved series here. And, well, I think it is time to bring the action. And you see the iRacing.com safety car getting ready. It's actually a late turn-in that the safety car takes. But here we go. The iRacing.com safety car finds the safety of pit lane. And we are green from Atlanta. Oh, a bobble for Miz.
Oh, look at that. Look at Miz back there. What a way to start that race, but he's going to get it back clear, and Greg Holt will try and keep the lead here off of 2.
Yeah, Holt with a nice advantage already down the back straightaway, and Jason Miz already pulling off to the side. He does not want to get into anybody's way. He just had a really nice qualifying effort, and we'll see these boys working their way around. Reese Schaefer, look at this run he's got on Holt.
Big run. Can he get that lead away from that number 3 car?
Right on board with Reese here in turn 1. He's all over that number 3 Toyota Supra.
Don't hit him.
You don't want to make contact with that, especially, this is a fast track, man. Aerodynamics can't come into play.
It's going to be interesting on green for you. Definitely going to have some pole, but can you get it? Can you stick it? We'll just have to see.
Well, how about these top 3? 7 wins amongst the top 3. The first 2 are the winners. Third is Keith Helton in his first Outlaw Sim Series start.
Hey, he's doing really well for his first start. What a way to show out and come in here and start third and keep it right now. See if he can keep that on going.
He doesn't have too much work to get to the lead, but it's a lot of work to try to pass here, so I guess he does, really. Let's go back to the thick of things back here, and we have, look at our bubble drivers. Stutzman, Mark on the inside, and Devin Smith up there on the outside.
This is going to be the battle of the night. Who wants it more? Who wants to get into the next round?
And so we're not going to know immediately as the checkered flag flies. We're going to wait for points and bonus points to be counted, and we will get confirmation from Adam Gardner who the drivers that are eliminated from playoff competition are tonight at the end of 195 laps or more, pending overtime attempts.
This is going to be interesting to watch. Can Tyler Markle or Jeremiah Stutzman make it? It's going to be a race to watch, like I said. It will be.
Devin Smith committing to the outside very early here tonight, trying to keep those right front tires under him. If you keep it on that outside lane, though you travel the longest distance, you are not putting any stress on that right front tire, very little stress on that right front tire. And how about, they're about to go 3 wide here with Malenko and Thompson, hold tight.
Oh, really close racing here at Atlanta.
Oh, I think something got hit back there. McClune, he holds on to it. My goodness.
Malenko almost caught something there, but a great way for these drivers to not get a little nervous and keep it going.
Setzer, he is hungry to find his way around this 7 car. And Setzer, sorry, that's the wrong driver. Matthew Setzer, though, is our all-star race winner this season. Look at his backstretch.
What a camera.
Beautiful camera from Whiplash Media there. Malenko and Setzer going at it here for the 11th position. Setzer with the advantage off of 4, but can Malenko get the run off the corner?
We'll have to see, wait and see. Can he
No,
get it
Setzer
back?
clears.
Setzer clears him.
He is way out there. Back up front, Greg Holt, Reese Schaefer, they're pulling away from Keith Helton, but they're not pulling away from each other.
They are still close together, and maybe Reese can try some, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get there. He's going to have to try really hard, and hopefully he can save some tires, too, while we're at it.
Greg Holt is trying to get his 5th win this season. I'm sorry, his 6th win this season with a victory tonight. And I know it's a lot of racing to go, but man, he's going to wear these drivers out when he goes championship racing the next season.
Yeah, he definitely will. He's going to be a hard competitor to beat. He's really fast, and we'll see if he can get it done here. Still a lot of racing left to go.
Theron Elam Jr. riding in 5th right now, right ahead of Tyler Markle. Tyler Markle, by the way, let's take a look at what's happening back here. You know, he is in 6th. Jeremiah Stutzman is in 8th. This is already the first step to Tyler Markle trying to close up that margin.
Any position matters for these two drivers here tonight. Can they get it done? Can one of them make it in? We'll have to find out.
Yeah, Tyler Markle, he needs, well, right now it's 6 points the margin. All right, well, actually, you got to think, with him passing Stutzman, that is him gaining a point and Stutzman losing a point, so that was the equivalent of 6. Then Markle passing Causey was 5. So it's a 5-point margin between the two, and this could get really complicated with, you know, bonus points and math, and if there's a caution, Stutzman, you can almost guarantee Stutzman's going to try to stay out. But Markle knows that, and Markle might try to stay out, especially if he's ahead of Stutzman.
Yeah, this race between these two is going to be fun to watch.
This is about to make it a 6-point margin once again when Causey gets by, but Stutzman's coming up the inside. Remember, if Stutzman passes Markle. Yeah, Markle with the run.
On the outside, sorry, not Stutzman.
But if Stutzman passes Markle back, it goes back to an 8-point advantage. Because Stutzman would gain a point while Markle loses one at the same time if they pass one another. So really, when you pass the person you're trying to battle, it is basically 2 points that you really you're working with there. And this is an important. Look at his drive up the corner for Stutzman.
What a drive from Stutzman! Can he get that position back and to get some points back?
So now here's the thing: you don't want to wear out your tires though. You don't want to keep it on the inside. You don't want to kill the right front tire. But he's trying to get around to 42. He knows how important it is to keep Markle at least in his sights, but behind him more importantly.
Yeah, you're right. The tires do matter here, and you don't want to kill them early, especially only being 12 laps in.
I can't believe the drivers that are on the bubble are, you know, some of the highest running playoff drivers. The only drivers ahead of them are, you know, Causey, who's won Daytona, and Seth Berger, who's kind of, you know, up there. He's in 4th, but the top 5, 4 of them aren't even in the playoffs.
Yeah, what a race it would be for Stutzman to get out of here and make it to this next round.
It'd be something. Let's go ahead and take a look at the chat. Bring it up here. Yep, we got the chat going. Frank Casper says Las Vegas here. Can't wait to see number 77. And we'll throw him up on the screen in a second here. Let's take a look. There is Seth Berger out of Elmhurst, Illinois. 4 wins on the season and 2 at a mile and a half. So a lot of momentum heading into today's race. Mark Berger says Berger Nation. Sean Thompson says Atlanta. Let's do this, Kevin. Let's go ahead and take a look at see how's Kevin Thompson doing. He's moved up into the 9th position. Remember, he's 14 points back at the cut line. This is going to help him out a little bit. And he had an off track a moment ago.
Oh.
See what happened. I think this is Joe Panino on the front straightaway. Oh goodness, he hit the wall there on the straightaway.
If this was real life, that car would be done.
Yeah.
Hitting that grass would kill the splitter, but like, iRacing doesn't have those physics, so the car is pretty much fine for Joe, and you can keep on running around.
If we keep on going down the chat, Kyle Lingerfeld says, let's go 65. Lisa Pratt says, come on, number 75, Andrew. Let's go ahead and take a look at Andrew Pratt, who's actually right behind Kevin Thompson right there. Andrew Pratt with his 1 win this season at New Hampshire, and that did not come out without controversy. He was riding 3rd as Kevin Thompson and Joshua McClune were going for the win. They made contact with one another, brought out the caution as the field was crossing the white flag. Andrew Pratt was the next driver in line who did not make the first two cars. I'm sorry, he did not make the initial contact to bring out the accident, and he was free to go. He went on to win the race, and being from Vermont, the win at New Hampshire must have felt very nice. But Andrew Pratt, at the moment, he is in, you know, and he's got to, you know, just drive smoothly, and he should be fine.
Just got to keep that car clean and not wreck it. That's all he has to do here today.
Dan Park, he's rooting for Malenko. Malenko riding in 22nd. That car does not look healthy. Something must have happened to Malenko.
What happened? That car is, yeah, like you said, it's not healthy. There's damage on it, that's for sure.
Let's see what happened. It's getting passed big time here. He ran into somebody. Off the start. No, he already had damage from the pace lap. Huh. I don't really know what happened to Malenko, but he's got some damage, and he's riding in 22nd now, trying to catch up to Doug Solms for 21st. And he'll continue to do his own.
This would be a bad points day for Malenko, where if this race were over right now.
Oh, Joe Panino on the inside. What happened?
Oh no. Oh, and is he done? Is that it for Joe?
I don't know. Let's see what happened. Oh, he spun on pit exit and just kept it down in the grass. Wow. He just took the toe back. Did not want to bring out a caution. Good on him. But let's remember, Malenko, he's 11 points above the cutoff. He's down in 22nd, and Tyler Markle is up in 8th. Malenko, at the moment, is out of the playoffs.
What it would be for Malenko to, you know, miss the playoffs and then Tyler Markle make it in.
It would be something, but it's a long race. Malenko's got to keep his head on straight, and he'll have something to say. He's got to, you know, work his way past Doug Solms. This will help him out a little bit if he can complete the pass here. How about Doug Solms? And that's a different livery. We're used to seeing him in in a Canadian Tire livery, and it's still a red and white car back there. But let's see. Look at that for Doug Solms.
Yeah, that's a nice livery. I really like it. That's a beautiful paint scheme.
Doug Solms from Haleybury, Ontario, Canada. This 2 top 10s this season, Legacy Pocono, and the second Daytona race. Doug Solms holding his own in 21st. More on the chat. Dan Park asked what happened to Max, and oh man, I don't know what happened to Max. He's not.
Yeah, what did happen to Max?
Oh no, this is huge. Oh man, this is Max could be falling out here. I'm going to take a look at the playoff standings again. Let's actually bring them up as we're talking about them. Take off the ticker for the time being and look at his standings. So Max Service, he is 22 points above the cutoff. So he's going to need some external help. Right now, with where Markle's running and where Thompson's running, Max is in barely. But he doesn't need Markle or Thompson or Stutzman or Malenko to lead laps or anything like that. He needs them to just kind of run where they are and let things happen how they should. Max will still be in if things, don't. If Markle or Thompson wins this race, now we're singing a different tune for Max.
Max will be might be out of the playoffs, or will be.
Yeah, this is huge.
It's huge.
Don't really know how this is all going to shake out for Max, but these are the playoff standings coming in today. By the way, these are not updated with what's going on the track right now. You see Malenko came into today's race 11 points to the good. And again, Markle running in the 7th position. There he is, running in 7th, with Malenko in the 21st position. That is 14 points to Markle's name, which, with Malenko's 11-point gap to the cut line, that puts Malenko now into the hands of Stutzman, where he's only 3 points ahead of Stutzman, and Stutzman's in 6th. So right now, Malenko could be singing a different tune. Max, they were talking about how Tyler Markle might be the one to miss the playoffs, and
yeah,
now they might be the ones, man.
Yeah, there was big talk about that, and yeah, now looking at it right now, if the race were to finish right now, they would be the ones to miss the playoffs.
I don't know how the map would check out for Max, but I know Malenko would be on the outside right now. But I'm not entirely sure what happened to Max. He missed the start along with Vreeland and Patrick Clark, who was supposed to make his first start tonight. Did not take the green, so I guess technically he still has yet to make his first start. He'll be scored as if it was his first start, but Seth Berger, by the way, has taken over the race lead. And wow, did Seth Berger just drive and pass?
Seth Berger's the lead. Wow.
Is this Greg Holt out of tires? Let's see what happened here.
This could interesting to see Greg Holt back here. He had a pretty big lead.
Well, let's see what happened. How this pass happened. Seth just kind of drove up here and took it.
Oh, I'm hearing word over the phone that there's a caution coming out here on the speedway.
Caution on the speedway, huh? Trying to figure out what happened. Like,
I think maybe something with our newcomer Joe Panino. Not too sure.
Let's see what happened. Oh, he spun up the track. Back here. He's off the track though, so I don't know what could have happened here. He just towed off the track.
Yeah, I
really know what the caution is for if you want to go investigate.
I guess Malenko, because he didn't know if he fully spun or not, so I guess Malenko said, I think there's a caution, so the race control can look at it. And I guess they threw a caution. Oh, there was a little incident before that where Malenko got into the 16.
Okay, let's see.
Right into the entry.
Oh, the 16. What? Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he went up the track right in front of Malenko.
Yeah, I think they were saying that he had a problem with his wheel as well, so that might have caused him to go off the track.
That makes a little bit more sense. Let's see what
I
happens.
was the first off. I was like, what was the caution for? Now I can see it.
Remember, the 16 has fresh tires. Malenko, he's been out here for 20-something laps. And he's on the inside, and I don't know if that's the wheel. I don't know what happened.
I have no idea. Because it didn't look like... Wow, it didn't look like anything with the wheel, but...
Well, Malenko will not get advantage out of this caution since he's going to be at the rear. Other than he'll get caught up and I guess the damage repaired. But right on schedule, Jeremiah Stutzman add a bonus point to his name. He's staying out and leading. He's going to come in and probably pit this upcoming lap. Or stay out for this restart to ensure he leads the lap. Because you got to make sure he's the first one to cross the line.
Right.
He does not get the lap lead point if he does not officially lead a lap in timing and scoring. Seth Berger is the race leader off of pit road.
What a race right now. You didn't expect to see Malenko in the back and Max Service having a problem, and now Marco and Stutzman might have a chance at it.
I think Seth just drove up and caught Holt. Here's the lap that Seth Berger caught and passed Greg Holt. He just saved tires, and Holt, unfortunately, didn't. This is wild. He just ate him up like Seth pitted.
Yeah, I was gonna say that when Greg Holt was out there, and Seth ate it right away.
Wow, he just went up and took it.
He didn't. No holds barred there. He didn't. I'm taking this lead, and you're not gonna do anything about it.
Let's watch this whole battle, and then we'll see if we can get a quick interview with Seth. And there he is, and now he cleared Holt and took it. And there he is on the back straightaway. I know we just interviewed him in practice, but I do want to. I want to know what happened.
Yeah, I do too.
Seth, what was that run?
Hey man, I got a game plan.
I see that. We thought Holt was gone, and you changed that narrative right away.
Man, that's what happens when you got a strong desire to win. I got my sister at home watching this race, so hopefully I could win for that. And obviously, for obvious reasons, last week I was hunting them down.
Absolutely. You and like 5 others could have won last week, and all had issues in their own right. But new race, and it is looking very, very positive for the 77 now. Now, this is one thing. That was 20 laps into the run. Is this, something you can maintain?
If I lose the lead here, I'm not going to be too pressured by it. I got my own game plan. I'm going to stick to that game plan. And if it wins me the race, it wins me the race. If it doesn't, well, I was trying to be smart and just trying to get a good finish out here.
All right, Jacob, one question.
Seth, is there anything you can tell us on the status of the 81 car and what happened to him?
Yeah, so I think his PC decided to take a crap on him, so unfortunately he just loaded in, I believe, and yeah, hopefully he can make the cutoff. That'd be really disappointing if he really missed out on the next round because of a stupid issue like that.
Wow, what a way it would be for him to go out like that.
Sounds like something similar happened to him at the last mile and a half we had at Kentucky. So we'll see if we hopefully can get that, fixed. Next week we're at Vegas, and hopefully it's not a mile and a half problem. I doubt it's that, but it's still wild. But anyway, you're getting ready to restart. We'll leave you to it. Best of luck to you. And yeah, hopefully we'll talk to you on the far side.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you.
Driver of the number 77, Seth Berger, the iRacing.com safety car hits the safety of pit lane, and we are green from Atlanta.
What a pole Seth Berger has right now. What a run he got off the start. Now can the drivers in second and third catch him? Can Schaefer get there or Helton?
Roar down the back straight away. Just wanted to let the car sing for a little bit. And look at this. Here's Helton. Here's Schaefer. Who wants it more?
They're coming. They want it.
Side by side for second. Schaefer. He's going to have the advantage into one maybe. Reese Schaefer with the advantage. And Reese Schaefer will clear to the race lead here in Atlanta. Tyler Markle in the third.
What a that number 17 at the front for Reese Schaefer.
Yeah, Malenko's
you're-
got to be panicking. Max, they got to be panicking. Their teammate,
they are.
Tyler Markle's coming up here hunting for the lead. And you know what? Tyler Markle also maybe turned on a switch. He saw Stutzman take a lead under caution. He's like, I want to lead too, but I want to lead under green.
Yeah, he might.
And
He
you know
might
what?
flip the switch here.
If Markle can get past Seth here, does Reese maybe, you know, say, Markle here, lead a lap? You know, especially since it's early, or what do you think happens?
I mean, you could. I mean, that could be a possibility for Reese Schaefer.
I don't know if that's really going to happen, but I just want to throw it out, the idea. You never know.
Yeah. Schaefer could do that. He could just give Markle a lead and maybe try and get it back after. After.
Markle only needs to lead one lap for the lap lead point, so he can. Well, I mean, he's a second and a half out in front now, but if we see that gap drastically drop, you know, something like that could be happening. Also want to shout out Adrian Schumacher, who up until late in practice looked like he was struggling. He was like the third to last car on the practice charts, and then he's come to life here. He's riding fourth. Kyle Lingerfeld, last week's winner, riding in fifth, and remember how this race started. The top 5, 4 of them were not in the playoffs. Well, now the top 5, 4 of them are in the playoffs.
Wow, what a run these guys are having right now.
Yeah, somebody flipped the switch or something. Greg Holt, by the way, I don't know.
Did Tyler Markle get on some turbos? Did he get some nitros in there?
Greg Holt's in 17.
Not looking good after
don't
that
really know
great
what's
first run he
happening.
had.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Tyler Markle. Yeah, he's pulling away from Seth now. Let's see, it looks like Reese will not easily give a lead up to Markle here. Markle's gonna have to take it. And Jason Miz has powered his way past the 82 of Adrian Schumacher. Kyle Lingerfeld now holding on to that 4th position right now, but Jason Miz, he's looking for to make something of this race, man. Peeking down to the inside, can he take away that 4th position? Schumacher, I'm sorry, not Schumacher, I am so sorry, Miz, inside of Lingerfeld. Schumacher's dropping back, by the way, something must have happened to Schumacher. But Miz, to the inside, can he clear into 4th? Jason Miz to 4th.
Wow, look at Miz flying out here right now, getting his way up to 4th. Can he keep getting those positions?
Schumacher dropping like a rock. He was 5th. Right now, all the way down to 11th and continuing to drop down to 12th. Make that, how about holding. Looks like he'll hold on to 12th maybe, but something to miss on the 82.
I wonder what is going on with this car right now. Maybe he used up tires or something. I don't know. He's dropping quick.
Yeah, he went from 5th now to 13th. Make that 4th. Well, no, not 14th. That's not a position there. Max Service, he is 27 laps down.
I don't think Service will be getting 27 laps back here tonight.
You never know.
You never know, though. This is true.
Reese Schaefer out in front here, trying to get his 3rd win on the season. His 2 wins this season, mile and a halves.
Yeah, Reese Schaefer is really good at the mile and a halves. He's talked to me about it, and mile and a halves are his tracks. So to see him leading up here is not a surprise to me.
Oh, not only that, he's leading by 2.7 seconds. That's another thing over a playoff driver.
Yeah, he is, and he's doing really well at it. Now, if Tyler Markle does catch you, like you said before, would you give him the lane? I might. I would. I would give him the lane.
I wouldn't pin him down or anything. No,
yeah, I wouldn't pin him down.
Especially, you know, Reese isn't in the playoffs, and you know he's kind of aligned with the Swift cars, so I mean, just
yeah,
I'll give you the lane. I'm not going to pinch you down or anything. I'm not going to give it up.
I'm not going to pinch you down. And if you can get by me, then you get by me.
But again, Jason Miz pulling away from Lingerfeld and looking to catch up to Seth Berger. What a run.
Miz putting something in that Bass Pro Shots machine right now. He's flying out there right now.
Trying to get that thing to hook up, and if you get out the throttle out of 2, it is so tight in these cars in turn 2, man. I tell you what,
These cars are really tight.
If you're in that outside lane, you want to let off the throttle on corner entry and try to get it down to the floor, but a lot of the times, especially on, fresh tires, turn 2, you have to flip the throttle on exit just to make the corner. If you're on the inside, you got to get it down there and have the car rotate. But
right,
that's part of the multi-groove racing. You can run the outside, make speed. You can run the middle, make speed. You can run the bottom, make speed. But where are you saving tires is another thing.
Yeah, tires, like you said, tires are all. You need tires. You don't want to use your tires too early and run them out and then lose all the positions you just gained. You got to save those tires.
How about here? This is Farron Elam on Keith Helton. They're to 6th position in St. Coeur. Making a nice little run. St. Coeur and 8th. How about Lingerfeld getting back to Miz here? And this could really jumble things up. These 5 cars on screen. 4 of these drivers not in the playoffs. The 5th one, he's advanced. So, really, all 5 of these drivers, they're all just kind of here.
Yeah, they're just chilling and they're just trying to get positions and maybe get some extra points.
Yeah, Lingerfeld, especially, just get those bonus points. But everybody else, they're still racing, for 5th in the standings. Because when you get eliminated from the playoffs, you lose the points you gained on the playoff reset. Those get taken away. Your playoff bonus points get taken away. So yeah, you're still fighting for 4th in the standings, and Miz can very well be going for that. I'm sorry, 5th in the standings. 5th in the standings.
You're all good. Mistakes happen, and you gotta fight, and gotta keep it up there to get something done.
Here they come. Look at this.
Wow. What a camera angle.
Andrew Cardinale is the guy who makes these cameras, and he really does have an art when it comes to these sim racing cameras. He knows what a good TV camera can look like at all sorts of tracks.
Yeah, he does a really good job with his cameras.
The effects, just slight effects, but give a little haze. The cars are a little, emphasis. The cars are amazing. Again, if you like these camera packs, or you like camera packs similar to these, or you want camera packs similar to these, you can check out Whiplash Media. Pits Up TV's parent organization, Whiplash Media, specializes in sim racing resources, paint schemes, stream overlays, iRacing camera packs, all that jazz. Whiplash Media is also working on its presence in real racing, offering services such as photography, social media management, public relations, and all that. Make sure you go to www.whiplash-media.com for more. And Farron Elam on Kyle Lingerfeld here. This, a battle for the 6th position.
Look at Farron Elam running up front so far this evening.
Ooh, sliding
really
up
doing
there.
well in that 20 car. Oh, and he gets the position.
Yeah, he got 5th.
Now can he track down the 4th place driver of
Keith Helton.
Keith Helton?
Yeah. So let's talk about what's going on up front now. Reese Schaefer, remember, he had a 2.7 second lead. That's down to 1.5. Tyler Markle's catching.
Him.
And Seth Berger, he's not really caught Tyler Markle. Markle's actually still gaining at 1.4. Well, it's staying stagnant down to 1.3. It's just sticking around that margin. So Markle could take away this lead and still, have something to say about Seth. If Reese, has burned up his stuff. Maybe Reese just hurt us, though, because their lead has stayed 1.5 that lap.
Reese trying to get it done here, but Tyler Markle looking really fast. It would be cool to see that number 42 back up front. We haven't seen that number 42 up front in a while.
So
see if he can get a lap light in.
We're starting to think here. Last pit stop was lap 28 under caution, add a couple laps. Make it lap 30, basically. When do we get pit stops? They have 7 sets of tires, so make it 8 equal stints. You can run, 25 lap stints. Or, if you want to make it 7 equal stints, you run about 28 laps. So, we can start seeing pit stops here if everybody's going to, if they think we're going to go green to the end, and they want to try to short pit. Short pits can start to work in about 2 to 3 laps, and then we can see these guys maybe start going until their fuel ends in about 10 laps. So we're really picking up the pit window about here, and we were at the end of the pit window really when the caution came out. So really everybody was going to come in and pit in a few laps anyway. All that did was just group the field back up with pit stops. So we're coming up for a pit window.
Will Schaefer try and do his weird pit strategy again, or will he try and short time?
I don't know if you should do it. I mean, he's on the playoffs, so he could. But if you're leading, why do a weird pit strategy? Try to short pit your competition if you think it's gonna go green. If you feel there's a caution coming, stay out. Obviously, don't get lapped, don't get trapped. But if you think we're gonna stay green for at least through pit cycles, why not short pit?
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, you're getting caught. Marco has cut the lead in half. Clearly, he's doing something right, and you're not doing something entirely right. I mean, you're leading, but Marco's doing something right. He's found some pace back there. What are you going to do to find some pace?
Yeah, he's short pitting would be the best option for him, like you were saying, and let's see if he goes in here at some point in these next couple laps. So,
again, it's important to mention, Malenko's back here battling Eric Peck for 21st. This is not going good for Malenko. He was very confident, by the way, coming into today. He's now 11 spots and where he started down in 21st now.
What a rough
Does
day
Malenko try to short pit? He's got to try something. He's currently out of the cut. On the other side of the cut line right now. Maybe Stutzman. Oh no, Stutzman. He's only 3 points ahead of Stutzman coming into today. And Stutzman led. Malenko hasn't. That's 2 points coming into today's race. And Stutzman is still 7 spots ahead of Malenko. So there's a lot of math going on here. And there's a lot of battling going on back here between Kazi and Smith and Stutzman. All those guys right there. Those 4 guys. They're all drivers who've been in the Outlaws series of Leo. Oh, Devin Smith makes contact with Stutzman.
That could have been a big crash. What a way to save it.
What a save. My goodness.
That could have ended Stutzman's hopes of making the next round right there.
I don't know if he would have crashed with it, but he would have spun through the grass and had to, Oh, wow, look at that. This is the replay, by the way. And Gardner and Smith, they got together off of turn 2. Kazi went to the inside. Stutzman followed suit. And here's what happened off of 4. I think maybe Devin Smith got loose. Smith tried to go to the inside of Joseph. Oh, wow.
I think he didn't know he was there. I think Smith had no clue that Stutzman was right there under him.
Oh, we're still tight back here. This all goes on for the 11th position. Tyler Marco has now lost touch with Reese. Oh, he's not lost touch with Reese, but Seth has turned up the wick here.
Seth said he got a plan, and it looks like his plan is working well here so far in Atlanta.
Seth does not have to win. Winning helps. It gets you more bonus points, but Seth does not have to win. He just has to finish on the lead lap, and he should be fine,
Yeah, all he needs to do is finish. Yeah, and so far, he's doing more than just wanting to finish.
I mean, definitely, he's going for this win. He's got this 77 hooked up on something, but looks like Tyler Markle, at least not yet, will get a lap led. But he's also 9 spots ahead of Jeremiah Stutzman right now.
Now, if you're Tyler Markle, do you pit?
I don't know. Let's think about this, by the way. Tyler Markle's 3rd. Jeremiah Stutzman right now is 12th. That is 9 spots. The gap coming into today was 8 points. But Stutzman's led lap, Markle has it. They are tied right now. And then I don't know what the exact tiebreaker is going to be, but the NASCAR tiebreaker then goes to who had the highest finish of this round. Now, I'm pretty sure it would go to Tyler Markle if he stays 3rd and Stutzman stays 12th. Because Stutzman, I mean, he has one win at Auto Club Oval, and they both have wins at Auto Club, by the way. That's funny. As this goes on, Stutzman might have to pull some strategy. But right now they are tied, and it goes to the tiebreaker. And I believe Markle would have that with a 3rd place finish.
Yeah,
this could be huge.
Would. And yeah, you're right. This would be a huge day for Tyler Markle, especially with everybody saying.
Looks like we lost Jacob there for a second. Oh, did we get him back?
I think we did.
Yep, he was there. But yeah, anyway, this gets really, really technical. And we're now into this pit cycle now. I mean, when do we see pit stops, man? We have...
Yeah,
we're in it now, and Seth is there. Does Reese maybe get passed by Seth here and then pit as soon as he gets past?
That could be the call for Reese Schaefer.
I don't think that's a bad call.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Or
call.
does Seth catch him and then pit? to kind of force his undercut and then force Reese to pit.
Yeah, I mean he could. That would be a smart move from Seth.
Either way, I think somebody pits with an overtake here. So we watch this. Seth driving on up there. Here he comes. Oh, you have to get out the throttle there.
Now here he comes right back into the gas. Can he get that 17 off too?
See, what Reese has going for him is he has the outside lane, but Seth gets the nod for now. He's not clear. Side by side down the back. Seth should have the preferred line in the 3. And Seth is clear to the race lead. There's somebody who pit this lap now. By the way, Tyler Markle's not too far behind. While they were battling, Markle's now brought it within a second.
Can Markle get a lap lead? Can he pick up the speed here?
He needs something to happen. He's got a short pit or... Oh, no, he gets the wall!
Oh, into the wall!
That is huge. Pressure behind him. Oh, no. And this is a high-speed track, man. Any aerodynamic damage could be huge. I mean, look at this. This 9's going to have a huge run. He's going to get eaten up right here, Markle will, just with that damage. Look, this 9 has such a huge run.
Right as we were talking good about Markle and he's having a good day. Let's see if he can keep it, though.
He's already lost half a second to the leaders. He's got a pit. No way he can stay out here with this damage. He's going to get past here. He has to pit. He's going to stay out another lap, but...
Stay out.
Like Solms is pitting. Reese Schaefer in the pit. What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Got overtaken. Yeah, you were right. He got overtook and pitted.
I think that's a good play from Reese. Let Seth get, all the way up to you and then just pit. Like he did all that work for nothing.
I agree. That was a good call from the number 17 camp.
So we'll see
let's
here
see
now.
If he can get that lead back.
Sure. If you're one of those drivers like Malenko, you need a caution to come out here. You need some people to get screwed here. If you're Malenko, it sucks to have to race that way, but that's kind of the boat Malenko's in. Malenko needs something to happen in his favor. So Seth Berger is the race leader. Tyler Marco's now falling behind the 9 car. Maybe Marco's going to stay out here as long as he can on this pit cycle to try to lead a lap, which I think is a terrible call. With that damage, he's going to lose so much time.
Yeah, that wouldn't be.
Marco should pit now. Oh, right. Seth Berger is in, race leader. This is terrible. I don't know if this is going to play out in Marco's favor, which helps out Malenko, but there's a lot of math going on here. And race leader Seth Berger is in the pit lane. Thankfully for Burger Nation, he's not threatened to lose his playoff spot.
Yep, he will make it either way.
Sitting very pretty. I wouldn't say he's going to make it, but he is sitting pretty. Eric Peck also
As long as
on
he
the
doesn't
pit.
wreck or anything. I think
Tyler
he'll be
Marco, by
fine.
the way, Keith Elton is pitted. Tyler Marco has taken over the lead of this race, but at what cost on the long run? How many spots is he going to lose? Will he be able to gain them all back on the long run? Here comes Reese Shaver on lap himself. Marco's loose. Oh, man. Marco has to pit here. And
Marco definitely was the
did
pit.
he lead at the line? You know, he had to beat, what, I think Helton. Which I guess Helton might have pitted right in front of him. And here comes Marco. Oh, Lingerfeld almost gets ran over by Songs. Oh, Lingerfeld always locking up and spinning.
That was one of the things we were waiting to see here. What would happen on pit road? I definitely think Tyler Marco had sped through pit road.
Oh, Andrew Pratt hard into the inside wall. He's a playoff driver.
Oh no! A lot of playoff drivers having a bad day right now with pit road.
Oh my goodness.
Well, if one thing, I know someone back. I know that 7 car is smiling.
Here's Andrew Pratt trying to lock it down, and man.
What a hit to that inside wall.
How about Lingerfeld? Almost getting ran over. And then almost runs over Markle. Man. So here he is, Lingerfeld coming to pit road. Solms has to jam the brakes. Look at him lock up, trying to miss him.
Oh, wow.
And then Markle locks up. Lingerfeld locks up to avoid Markle. Man. By the way, all that has happened. St. Coeur is the leader, and he's slow on the racetrack. Race leader. Well, he's lost the lead now, but he's slow on the racetrack. Our race leader is. Did he blow a tire? Can you blow a tire?
Don't know. I don't think you can, but
Let's see what happened. He was leading coming through 1 and 2. Andrew St. Coeur. Greg Holt is now the leader, by the way. And St. Coeur off turn 2. Might have just gotten loose on the straightaway. I don't know what happened. No, he just go to the apron. Other than the rule on console, you know, was you have to enter pit lane. You have to enter, you know, from the apron in 3 and 4. That's not the rule.
yeah. Will he get a penalty now?
No. He's not gonna get a penalty. Just unnecessary. You don't have to slow down that much. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's an interesting call there.
New leader, Jeremiah Stutzman.
I thought maybe Tyler Marco would have gotten a penalty for that pit stop, but it doesn't look like he did.
Well, he might not have served it yet. He might be waiting, you know, for something to. I don't know. Stutzman is in, by the way, and Matthew Setzer's coming in as well. He was second. This should and will cycle the lead out to Mr. Reese Schaefer.
And what a call that 17 camp made.
So, look at where Reese Schaefer is. Look at where Seth Berger is. And Tyler Markle somehow is third. Look at where he is. Somehow, some way, Marco doesn't lose spots on this exchange. But he got a lap led. And he's still third. That is important. Meanwhile, Jeremiah Stutzman stayed out as long as he could, hoping for a yellow. He most likely will lose spots here.
Yeah. And that damage doesn't look like it's doing Marco too bad right now.
Right.
He's in third.
So Stutzman, I mean, I know he's on fresh tires now, but Stutzman all the way back to, well, he's back in 12th. But Malenko is in 13th after that entire exchange. Malenko played that beautifully. Malenko is not, well, It's still tight. I don't know what the entire math breakdown is because Markle and Stutzman have led laps. But Malenko is not out now. This could be a three-way tie at the end, man. Oh,
That would be insane.
goodness. My mind would blow up, dude.
I don't know how we would react to that one. That would be insane.
It's going to come down to one, maybe two, maybe three tiebreakers. It goes, I think, the NASCAR tiebreakers, obviously, is first points, then wins, then best playoff finish, then second best playoff finish. I think it just goes on from there, if there's a tie in playoff finishes. For whatever reason, they've all had, 3 playoff finishes of the same caliber. I think it goes to laps led or top fives. Well, no, because they have the same finish. It can't go to top fives. It has to go, I think, laps led, which Malenko just lost a spot to Gardner. Malenko must have massively short-pitted. He's about to get passed by Gardner and Mrs. Max Service, who's, I don't know what strategy Service is on because he's several laps down, but he's out there.
Service is just out there to be out there, I guess.
Let's go to where it's hot. Greg Holt up to 9th after restarting 17th. Something, maybe he got a penalty on pit road, I guess, or something. Greg Holt is now 9th, and McClune is dropping on the back straightaway. Maybe he just got past Sincour, but it looked like he lost a lot of speed out of nowhere.
Yeah, it really did, but I think he's all right now. I think he maybe was letting Sincour by, like you said.
So unfortunately, this is exactly what I expected out of Atlanta. And we have to kind of find what we can cover. And this is a battle back here for 17th. Eric Peck, Doug Solms. This is pure Atlanta, and that's okay. Let these drivers race. It just makes our job a little harder.
Yeah, it really does.
It's fine. It's part of it. Andrew Pratt did. By the way, Lingerfeld's a lap down. He probably sped. Andrew Pratt, I think he made it, but he repaired damage.
I thought Tyler Markle for sure sped, but I guess that wasn't the case.
See, I don't know if there's any confirmation there. But Andrew Pratt is 45 seconds ahead of Kyle Lingerfeld. So Lingerfeld definitely sped. I guess Pratt just, he spun and he lost time. He had to repair the car and all that. By the way, things have tightened up here. Tyler Markle is... Where is this? I'm trying to find Seth Berger out of 4. Are we live? Yeah, we're live. Timing and scoring is going a little crazy right now. Never mind. His margin is to Keith Helton, who's behind him, and Helton closing quickly. By the way, Schumacher, who dropped big time, I think he mastered the art of saving tire. Where was he? Like 14th? Look at him in 5th.
Like, and now he's back up in front. They're back up in 5th.
Schumacher, man. I'm telling you, maybe he won't win the title this season, but he is getting better and better. And, I mean, he's a legitimate title contender. He is learning what to do in these ovals, these heavy stock cars and ovals. It's hard. Also, by the way, look at that EWRL logo on Doug Solms' quarter panel. I just have to throw that out there. Look at that quarter panel.
Wow.
And he's got names on there, by the way. I think that says Andrew Pratt, Eric Peck, Randall Barnett, who is their spotter. And Randall, he used to race in this series. He ran some test sessions. Kevin Thompson on the car. Doug Solms, his own name is on the car. The Outlaws logo is on the car. The full logo and the banner logo that you have in the top left corner on your screen. What a good car. I like this.
Yeah, I like this car.
Shouting us out. Shouting out the series. I'm trying to read what it says. I think that might just be the team name. Twisted.
Yeah, I think it's just the team name.
Yeah, Twisted something on there. But shouting out the people, his 4 teammates. Well, his 3 teammates, himself and spotter Randall. Randall's a good guy. Really, he won. What was it? He won Talladega. The last Talladega race we did on console, and he kind of called it a career from there. And you know what? Good on him. You know, go out on top.
Yeah, that's a way to go out right there. Win a race and then you're done.
But yeah, Doug Solms again, 53 years old doing this, by the way. From Ontario, Canada, 2 top 10s this season. And they're not just pushovers. Legacy Pocono, that was a tough race. That was a strategy race. That's a tough track.
Yeah, don't forget about his All-Star
Yes, sir.
last chance qualifier win that he got.
He did it. By the way, 53 years old. You gotta think. You know, he's not no spring chicken anymore. But he whooped some butt on the dirt in that last chance qualifier. He won the last chance qualifier to make it into the All-Star race.
Yeah, that was, and he even said too that he wasn't really fond of dirt, and he won. He won the last chance qualifier.
Met on track. Schumacher, Shelton. For fourth, and they're closing up on Tyler Markle. The 3-car battle here for the 3rd position. Schumacher way up high.
That damage that Tyler Markle has now must be hurting just a little bit.
Let's see how Schumacher in this Michelin Man Toyota Supra does. Around the outside, by the way, also Helton on Markle is what you see out of the windshield, out of the visor camera here from Adrian Schumacher. We're about 10 laps from halfway, by the way, so this race is going by relatively quick. Got about, say, another hour of racing, but it won't feel so bad if it goes at this rate.
Yeah.
But again, the outside lane, Helton staying loyal to the outside lane. Schumacher staying loyal to the outside lane. And Markle holding his own in the middle. By the way, Malenko is about to get lapped.
Oh no.
He is 31 and a half, maybe 32 seconds behind race leader Reese Schaefer. Here we go. Keith Helton around the outside. See you later, Tyler Markle. Look at him go.
Markle had nothing for that 9 car. That 9 car is proven to be pretty fast out here tonight.
So they went about 40 laps right away. Well, granted, he kind of cut a couple caution laps. Oh, did Helton get the wall there? I don't know.
I don't think so, but he could have.
There's Schumacher on Markle. This is huge for Malenko's case. If Schumacher completes the pass and holds station ahead of Markle. Whoa! Schumacher loose! He hit a bump! He hit a bump in the quad over there. That is treacherous. Let's see if we can see what happened. Whoa! See it again. So this is off of turn 4 here. Schumacher down low and woo! That is loose.
So the pump finds and saves it. Great way to save it and not spin it around and get some damage or something. So good way to keep it going there for Schumacher, and he'll try and get back up to those two.
Yeah, what a save from Schumacher. What a catch. By the way, Jason Miz is still up here. He's in 6th. He's holding his own.
Yeah, he really is. He's doing really well for himself out there in that number 24 machine.
Unfortunately, it's getting that time for Malenko. Reese Schaefer is right here. Now, Schaefer, he's working with the team. Seth, he's working with the team. Did they kind of... They have an 8-second lead. Did they kind of hide behind Malenko until pit cycles? Maybe, you know.
I mean, they could.
They could. I doubt it, but this is huge. We'll see what Schaefer does here. Maybe he won't pressure Malenko. Let's see, riding right behind that 7. Let's see, he's going for it.
Oh, he's going for it.
He's not taking any chances, especially with Seth on the case. He's coming. Seth is coming. There's Seth.
Yeah, Reese wanted to just get by him as quick as he could.
Fair enough. That puts Malenko a lap down. That This could have huge repercussions later. But if Malenko keeps himself in it, keeps the car clean, he's not out of it, especially with Tyler not having trouble. Again, Malenko came in 11 points above the cut line. The cut line was Markle. Markle, 11 points. He is 10 spots ahead of Malenko, and Markle's on the lap while Malenko has not. That is a tie. And then that then goes to highest finish this round, which Markle holds. This is crazy. Wow. This is crazy stuff.
And again,
do you remember where Malenko placed at Martinsville? Where did he place? If you remember.
I think he got into a wreck, and he got that. I think he got into that big accident.
Oh yeah, he finished 4 down, and then he also wrecked at Daytona. Yeah. So Markle again would have, highest finish on Malenko. Really, yeah, Malenko would be so out of the playoffs if it wasn't for all his bonus points earlier in the season. But
and remember, they were talking all of this about how Marco's going to be the one eliminated, and right now, Marco's changing their words right now. He's proving that he wants to get in the second round.
That's going to be an interesting conversation post-race if things hold. Because right now, Markle would get in over Malenko if they tied. Malenko, he just needs one spot to change that, or Markle to lose one spot to change that narrative. Also, where does Stutzman fall into all this? Stutzman, I think, would be 2 ahead of Malenko. And Markle is... Yeah, Markle is 6 spots ahead of Stutzman. And they both led laps. So that all kind of checks out. Stutzman would barely be in. Markle and Malenko would tie, and Markle would have the tiebreaker at the moment. This isn't even factoring in if Devin, has fallen down into the standings or whatever, or, with Pratt being a lap down. There's a whole lot of math to go on here. Where does Max Service end up?
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot of math. We're not going to know right off the bat. Adam Gardner, our league owner, he's going to go right to work right after the checkers fall. Right after the last car on the lead lap crosses the start-finish line. He is going to go to work on the points, and he's going to tell us who's in and who's out.
Yep. We want to get you guys the results as quick as we can.
By the way, so let's talk about this pit cycle, because Seth Berger's about to pass Reese Schaefer here, but let's talk about it as it's happening, by the way. We'll let the overtake kind of happen, but okay, pit cycles. They last pit on lap 28, the last pit on lap 67. Before that, they pit on lap 28, which is under the caution. 40 laps or so. The 39 laps that Schaefer ran, Seth ran 31 laps. 41 laps, throw in a couple caution laps. So pit cycles are coming. By the way, we're already past halfway. We are now 95 laps to go, coming around to 94. Seth's still trying the inside lane. And pit stops are happening in the next 7 to 10 laps. We're also getting close to making this on one more stop. With 95 laps to go, if they go, 7 laps, that makes it 88 laps left in the race. Can you go 44 laps? They've gone 41. They're going to have to save 3 laps a stint. Or are we going to have pit stops with 6 laps to go?
Right. This is going to be an interesting play here. Let's see. Maybe, I wonder if Reese will do the same strategy. Oh, close. Very close racing for these two.
Schaefer's holding his own, by the way. Holding nice and tight up there.
Yeah, he is. He doesn't want to lose the lead here. But Berger is coming. Berger wants to get that lead. He wants to win this race. Badly.
To the inside goes Seth Berger. We'll check comments if we get time after this overtake. And Seth is cleared to the race lead once again. Berger Nation rise up. I don't really know where all this is going to play out. If we can make it, after this stop, one more stop, looks like Seth has got this in the bag. But if there's some extra curricular strategies going on, somebody from deep in this field could also win. Don't count out Stutzman. Who we know he has strategy on his mind all the time. Stutzman, by the way, he last pit on 75. So add 40 laps of his, and then you're lap 115. Add another 40 laps, you're lap 155. Add another 40 laps, you're lap 195. Jeremiah Stutzman might have played this fuel game perfectly, by the way.
Can he do it again? Can Jeremiah Stutzman win by strategy?
This is
That'd be a big-
absolutely mental, man.
That would be insane.
So we have a lot of action in the chat. Dennis Montez says, let's go 77, who is our race leader now. Dan Park said, interview Max. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we're going to interview the driver that is several laps now. Well, no, but we could interview him. We could try to figure out what happened and see how he feels about the whole situation now. Maybe, but, I mean, this is if we get like a slew of cautions and we run out of people to interview, maybe.
Right.
Lisa Berger says, go 77. Dan Park says, go Markle. Dan also asked what happened to the 71. I think Jeremiah's just playing strategy, man. Good to see Crazy back in the chat. One of the good old boys from the console days saying, good race, go 56. You love to see the support for Adam Gardner. Sean Thompson says, what year is the Atlanta track? Turn 3 Elliott Grandsons have been gone for several years. Home track 40 miles away. Well, I will tell you this, I mean, most likely is a 2008, 2009, 2010 scan of the track. And, I mean, iRacing doesn't, update these, regularly unless the track is reconfigured. So if the track gets repaved in the next couple years, which is being, rumored, drivers don't want it to happen, I don't think. Fans kind of do. But we'll see what happens with the track reconfig, and that's when we get an updated scan of the track. But I believe this is around 2008, 2010 when this track was scanned, Sean.
I don't know. Would you like to, Emerson, I'm going to ask you, would you like to see this track repaved, or do you want them to keep it?
For iRacing? No. I love this track. For broadcasting? Yeah. Look at this, man. If I'm in the car, I'm having a blast. I have amazing long run pace in these cars here. I'm not. This is not the greatest spectacle, but it is an intriguing spectacle, especially if you're a racing fan. You're watching the strategies go to work here. You're watching the minds come together, see, what's gonna happen on fuel here. How do you save tires, by the way? Seth Berger, I mean, he's got his plan nailed down. He is pulling away from Reese Schaefer. Reese is barely in the screen. Well, there they are. They're on the back straightaway. He's still there. Mark Berger says Berger Nation Lines. Go for it.
Berger said he had a plan, and that plan looks like it's working out really well, and he's doing something in that car and saving those tires well to be able to get away from Schaefer.
Yes, sir. Lisa Berger says Berger Nation in the house. Brandon Richardson says, come on, Kyle. Sheldon Swindell says elimination race or no. This is an elimination race. And we are talking about who could be in, who could be out. And I believe Helton has hit the pit lane. So go ahead and see.
Schaefer also hit the pit lane.
Schaefer's pitted. So here we go. Pit stops are underway. Let's go to the front stretch cam. And how long does Seth Berger stay out here for? Seth's staying out there. He's going to kind of go for fuel strategy, I'm pretty sure. But Helton is pitted. Malenko, I think, is trying to pit. Yep, here comes Malenko. Don't speed. Don't wreck it. He'll make it. There he is.
Markle coming down pit road.
Yep, Tyler Markle's in.
Better pit road entry than the last time he came.
Oh yeah, that was something. We'll get back to the comments in a second, but last commenter was Sheldon Swindell's elimination, asking if this was an elimination race, and it is, which is important. We're trying to see where all the math shakes out, where Markle and Malenko and Stutzman and Smith and Thompson, where they all shake out. This is huge right now. Adrian Schumacher on pit lane. Taking over second place is Jason Miz. Third place, Farron Elam Jr. Jeremiah Stutzman, fourth. Greg Holt, fifth. Joseph Causey, sixth. Andrew St. Cour, seventh. Adam Gardner, eighth. Devin Smith, ninth. Matthew Setzer, 10th. This is mid-pit cycle. They're still, letting people...
Seth Berger comes in the pit road now.
Leader's in. Lap 112 of 195. Purple lap time for Reese Schaefer. Fastest lap of the day of 31.65. And new race leader battle for the race lead. Jason Miz, Farron Elam Jr.
Who wants to lead the lap more? Looks like the 20 car might get it off the outside here. Down the backstretch, he got it.
Farron Elam Jr. to the race lead here in Atlanta. Here comes Malenko on his fresh tires. This is huge. If a caution comes out during pit cycle, you can make up 1 lap. 2 laps down is a different thing. Malenko's got to get by. Joseph Causey's in pit lane. Farron Elam Jr. is our race leader, and here comes Malenko. Yep, Malenko back to 1 lap down. That's very important. There's Stutzman still out there, and Tyler Markle, his playoff counterpart, on that bubble counterpart, flying right on by.
Now you have to wonder, when will Stutzman pit?
You know, I don't know, but you gotta think here, if you pit now, you can make it on 1 more stop. So we should see a flood of them come in soon, because now they've made that threshold. St. Cour, Gardner, they're in. Eric Peck, Andrew Pratt. Elam, he's out on the outside. He can't pit this time. He's got a car underneath him. Jason Miz is coming in, though. Nice smooth pit entry for Jason Miz. By the way, our theoretical race leader is Reese Schaefer. There he is. Theoretical 2nd place, Keith Helton. 3rd, Seth Berger. 4th, Tyler Markle. At the moment, they're 6th through 10th. So Farron Elam Jr. in the middle of the racetrack, all by himself. You can't pit from the middle of the track, even if there's nobody around you. That could be a pit violation. He gets grass! He's going to go with the grass! He's going round! He'll keep it straight, but from the race lead.
That's gonna lose him a spot. Oh, well, we'll have to see.
On the long run, that could lose him a spot, though. You know, where pit cycles haven't come out, this could be bad. And he's still out there. He can't pit from the middle of the track.
He's still
staying out. Yeah.
Race around.
I don't know. I guess at this point you're hoping for a caution. Reese Schaefer has passed Devin Smith. Devin Smith's coming down the pit lane now. Here he comes. Matthew Setzer's still out here, by the way, and he hasn't pitted. Greg Holt. Oh, we're
Still a lot of guys haven't pitted out here yet.
Theron in the middle of the track. He's got to get down if he's going to pit. Looks like he's coming.
And looks like, yeah, he is
coming.
coming.
And here comes Holt. Stutzman's loose. See their pit entries. They make it in. Jeremiah Stutzman, the race leader. He's making it really easy on him, making it to the end on 1 stop. Looks like Stutzman's coming now. Jeremiah Stutzman. And he's in, a new race leader. Well, not new, but taking over the lead once again, Reese Schaefer. So Reese Schaefer out in front. Matthew Setzer, who has still yet to pit, he's riding 2nd. Keith Helton 3rd. Seth Berger 4th. Tyler Markle 5th. Joseph Causey 6th over Adrian Schumacher 7th. Jason Miz 8th. All these people, by the way, they're going to move up 1 spot when Setzer pits, which isn't right now. Matthew Setzer to the pit lane. And this should be the last of the drivers to pit on this cycle. So, let's see where everybody shakes out. Right now, Malenko is, a lap down, fighting Tyler Markle. And Kevin Thompson a lap down to Malenko. This is not a good race for Kevin Thompson.
Oh, that was close there. They almost got together.
So now this is huge. Who's a lap down? 10th place, Theron Elam, and everybody behind him. Like playoff drivers, Jeremiah Stutzman, Devin Smith, Malenko, Josh McClune. They're all a lap down, along with fast drivers like Greg Holt and Setzer. He won the All-Star. He's coming off the pit lane now. A lot of names are a lap down, but who's on the lead lap? Let's shout those guys out. Adam Gardner's still on the lead lap. In 9th. A nice little job trying to get himself another top 10 this season. He has one top 5, by the way, and Legacy Pocono. That's no slouch. It's a tough track out there.
Yeah, Pocono is a really tough track, and to get a top 5 there for him, it's awesome.
St. Cour on the lead lap, still in 8th, and then again, Miz, Schumacher, Kazi, Markle, Seth, Keith, Felton. The names but now we're getting into some territory here. We've seen Seth eat up Reese Schaefer for breakfast, lunch, and dinner the past 2 stints. But now, Reese Schaefer has a 6-second lead. It was 8 seconds, but can Seth close down a 6-second lead?
Seth has been very fast so far. I think he might be able to here, but what the... Keep watching and find out. Maybe Reese Schaefer starts to pull again.
Fair enough. Let's look around, see what we got. Schumacher and Miz going at it. Here's a battle back here. Oh, Greg Holt around Stutzman and Elam.
What a pass there.
This is for the lucky dog, by the way. This is important. This is huge. Stutzman needs to get the lucky dog to, be in the lucky dog position if a caution comes out, I should say. To, really be able to make something happen out of this race. Max Service on the inside of the racetrack. Max Service doing his thing. He is 27 laps down. Continue on. Anyway, let's take a look at the chat once again. Jenna B says, "Go little bro, Burger Nation." Hey Jenna, I want to say, if you have the chance, go back to the caution, which was on lap 28, or that's when they came off pit lane. Lap 28. Seth Berger mentioned you in his interview. He gave you a nice little shout out. So just want to know, if you didn't hear it, go ahead and check that out. Dennis Montes says, "Keep it going." Number 77 LWI. Mark Berger says, "Let's go." Number 77 Burger Nation. Sean Thompson says, "Thanks." And also talking about the reconfig. I guess this is when we were talking about the track earlier. Talking about the reconfiguring the track back to the original, taking out the dogleg. Right, it was like an oval almost. Putting in a $1 billion casino investment. That'll be something. That will be something if that comes to fruition.
Yeah, that definitely will be something. I agree.
I don't know what kind of spectacle that'll be, but what other track can we think of with 24 degrees of banking in the turns? That is a 1 mile oval. I wonder what happens at that track.
Yeah, it would be interesting to watch.
If you didn't get out, I was referencing Dover there, but
Dover's a fun track.
Dover is wild. Dover is wild.
It'll be fun to watch.
Let's see. Dennis Montez says, "Bring home the hardware." Number 77, and Cindy Simic in the chat says, "Come on 56." And again, not too shabby of a run at all for Adam Gardner. In the 9th position, This is a good run. And a beautiful car from Rogers Race Wraps, by the way. Look at that. That is a beaut.
Yeah, it's a beautiful car. I like it, man. Adam always runs some good paint schemes, and this one is really, really good. I like it.
Yeah, this is really, I mean, a shout out to Gardner for running it, but a huge shout out to his livery creator, Rogers Race Wraps, I believe. That's what it says in the car. That is, I mean, there's paint splatters on there, but I don't know. This is giving me like some of those Trackhouse scheme vibes, man. That is a good looking car. Let's see what else is going around on the track. This battle still for the lucky dog between Elam, Holt, and Stutzman. By the way, they all pitted on lap 118 or 119, so they're all relatively on the same tire.
It'll be interesting to see, can Seth Berger get that lead back once again.
How about Malenko?
He'll have a lot of work to do.
Malenko's got a lot of work to do too. He is a lap and a half down, I believe, or 2 down. We'll see when he comes behind the ticker, but I'm pretty sure he's a lap and a half down. And I mean, he's in 15th again. He's doing what he's got to do, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough with Tyler Markle running in 4th and leading a lap. Markle now has 1 point over Malenko.
Tyler Markle really putting on a good show right now.
He's doing what he's got to do, man.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he had some big shoes to fill. He needed to step up, and here he is right now, stepping up, 4th. That would be a storybook ending for him, for sure.
And to add to what's happening here, Stutzman is, again, 8 spots back. They came in 8 points apart from one another. They both led laps now. So we're looking at a 3-way tie, or almost a 3-way tie now. Markle losing some traction there. But if Malenko can get the 14th, we're looking at a 3-way tie for that final 2 spots. One of those 3 is going to miss out. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be Malenko.
Yeah, and that would suck to see Malenko go out.
He's a championship contender still. Again, you got to think, there's a lot of short tracks in these playoffs. And he has 3 wins on the season. That is a title heavyweight that could go out in round 1. I mean, I don't know how he will fill out brackets for the Outlaws, but if Malenko goes out in round 1, that's Jimmy Johnson going out round 1 in 2015. Like that is a heavyweight out round 1.
Or Kevin Harvick last year going
last year, yep. I mean, that is absolutely mental to think of. That's a bracket buster. That's like Oral Roberts beating
yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Beating, what was it, Virginia, and who else did they beat?
Virginia and Florida.
Florida, man. Who had them going that far? I don't watch college basketball, but man, that made headlines. Joseph Causey, by the way, helping out Malenko unintentionally by taking 4th, putting Markle to 5th, and it is a 3-way tie. Actually, no, Stutzman now goes up 1 point. Stutzman is in by 1 point. Markle and Malenko tie now. This is huge math. This is all going off the top of my head. I could be wrong. I could be doing the math wrong, but I'm pretty sure Stutzman at the moment is in by 1, and Markle and Malenko are tied. I'm not going to confirm until I get the official points from league owner Adam Gardner. I mean, he's done them right so far. I hope he does not make a mistake tonight.
Right.
But if anything is said wrongly on air, it will be posted correctly on the Facebook page whenever that, is completely decided. But we should know who's in and who's out tonight. And we should get it by the end of post-race interviews. Again, let's find the action on track, which is right here for 6th, right behind Tyler Markle. This is Schumacher on Miz, and Miz is having a great run too, man.
Yeah, he really is. He's having a great day. Nice,
quiet day. We haven't said his name other than, that he's running up here, like, and he's running with playoff contenders. And some will say if it wasn't for that short track stretch, Miz, you know, is a playoff contender. He was in the bubble fight. He was in it big time, and then we hit a lot of short tracks, and they're not his thing, man. He struggled, but look at him now. I mean, he needed to make it through those short tracks, and who knows? Look at with this run, he might have made it to the second round.
Yeah, he might have. And it sucks to see that he didn't get into the playoffs, but short track after short track, that kills you.
Yeah. So we are now, I'd say, 10 to 15 laps from the next set of pit stops. 15 laps. If you pit like in 12 to 15 laps from now, you should be good to make it to the end. I don't know what the fuel consumption rate is of these cars, but I can almost assure you that if you pit it with 40 to go, you're going to make it to the end. With 42 to go, you're probably going to make it to the end. Kerry Young's a 77 domination. Show everyone new decal from first place. Maybe I'm not gonna. I think maybe that decal is there. It's a circle that potentially is covered up by some dirt there, but we will see. I completely forgot. I'm gonna look at the playoff standings on my second monitor real quick. And yeah, by the way, I mentioned, you know, where Malenko and Stutzman, Markle, Thompson, Smith will shake up. Pratt is also 13 points to the good coming into today.
He's 2 laps down.
And he's 18th. Boys, this is, oh my
This is
goodness.
gonna be insane.
We could have multiple ties, by the way. Oh my goodness, man. I don't know. I don't want to say anything when the checker flag flies. I don't want to say anything wrong. I want to let the official points come in before I say anything. By the way, Miz has passed Markle for
No, I'm
fifth.
getting word.
Yes?
I'm getting word that the 9 car of Keith Helton might get a black flag.
Oh no. He just pitted, yeah. Let's see. What might have happened. So this is, I think, the lap prior. Okay. We'll watch the lap. We'll watch this whole pit entry, because I think this is what they're talking about. It's got to be this pit entry. We'll watch it from the camera that Tower has, by the way. This front straightaway cam. Did he pit from, like, the top of the track or something? Or let's see what happened.
I don't...
Oh, that's not good. You can't pit from the outside. Yeah, that's dangerous.
That might be a penalty. And without saying that, 9 car was having a good day, and now he might get a penalty, and that'll put him way back from where he wanted to be.
Has he been given the penalty, or is he still waiting?
Not yet.
Not yet. So I think they're reviewing it. That's just our view of it. I do have admin controls, but I don't have the rule book in front of me. I'm not going to penalize him, you know, if I don't have it worded correctly laid out in front of me or anything. I don't. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to step on race control's toes like that. But we are waiting to see what the word is from the 9 car, or what the action is for V9 car. He goes around another lap. Not only that, but he also pitted very early. He's going to have to make 55 laps on this tank of fuel, which I don't think is possible. So he's going to have to pit again. So he's already off sequence on strategy, and he's going to get a penalty most likely. But why I asked mainly if he gets a penalty here is Malenko is on the back straightaway as him. This could be huge. Back up here. By the way, Seth Berger, what did I say about 40 laps ago? I didn't know if Seth Berger was going to make up 6 seconds. My goodness, man. He is there. So Seth, working to the inside of 2 lapped vehicles, the 65 of Lingerfeld, the 95 with Devin Smith. 3 playoff drivers all behind Reese Schaefer. You know, very different scenarios right here, and 3 different laps actually going at it, and Seth Berger trying to get clear of Devin Smith, trying to take over the race lead. Doug Solms hits the pit lane, by the way, and I cannot believe he chased down Reese Schaefer from that distance.
Yeah, Reese Schaefer, the tires might be gone for Reese Schaefer. I don't know if we got an update on the situation to the 9 car.
Well, he's still out there, so they have not flagged him yet. They could be waiting for pit cycles to end so they don't potentially miss somebody else doing the same thing. They could wait till the end of pit cycle, so we might not get a word for about 20 laps here, which will suck, especially, you know, from his end. Like, why would it take you 20 laps to do it? But you don't want to miss somebody else doing the same thing, you know? You don't want to be inconsistent in this call as well. So there's multiple race controllers. They're up there. One, I think, is going to watch pit entry. One's watching pit exit, and the other's watching action. And you know, there's designated tasks up there. They're not doing this, you know, free-handed. And they want to make sure to do it right. They don't want to rush it and do it wrong.
I might see if I can go get a word from race control and see what's going on with that.
That's fair. If you want to, you can go for it. So while he goes into the field, my little journalist does. We're on lap 152 of 195, and pit stops, they're coming. It's very soon. I think if we pit here, it's good to the end. And what did you find, Jacob?
Getting word from them, from Adam and them, there was no penalty given. Whatever penalty iRacing gave them, which I don't think any penalty was
okay. You came in really muffled, but I did hear a lot of it. But basically what he says is they're letting iRacing do that, which iRacing doesn't give penalties for, you know, dangerous pit entries like that. They only give, you know, if you miss the entry cone, which I don't know. In Keith's defense, this is his first race, but that's still a very dangerous maneuver.
Yeah, I think if he does it again, they'll definitely flag him.
At least give him a warning, which I think would be very fair, you know, in his first start. Reese Schaefer, by the way, is pitted along with Tyler Markle, Andrew St. Cyr, Malingo. The floodgates have opened. Max Service is 27 down. He's in.
Reese Schaefer is still on that strategy of you pass me, I'll pit after.
And now this is huge because there's going to be 40 to go. And what margin does Schaefer have on Seth? How long does Seth? Seth cannot stay out as long as he did last time. He's got to come in like this lap or next lap. And he can't come in this lap. There's going to be Cardi was inside. He can't. But, I mean, he has to come in, you know, very soon. He cannot let Reese get out to like an 8-second lead because he barely caught him. You know?
Right.
Like,
yeah,
you don't want to chance it. You don't want to, you know, get caught up in traffic and then you lose your entire chance to win.
Yeah, he's gonna need to pit, and if he has to pit right now.
Yeah.
Right now would be the time to pit.
Kevin Thompson is in. Trying to make it into the next round. Kevin Thompson is. Schumacher hits the pit lane.
Let's see. He's on the low lane. Looking.
Here he comes. He knew it. He can't let Schaefer get that big of an advantage. So here he comes. Don't speed. Don't mess it up. Adam Gardner is in. See what Joseph Causey's plan is here. He's coming in. Oh, Causey slid. He saved it. Miz is coming in as Elam will stay out and take over the lead of this race. The Miz is in. Holt is in. Stutzman stays out. This is huge. A lot of things happening here. Devin Smith stays out. Reese Schaefer stays out. Keith Helton, though, is the theoretical leader of this race. No, never mind. I'm sorry. Reese Schaefer. Reese Schaefer.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think Keith is, but
He was trying something with, you know, pitting 15 laps early, but he's gonna have to pit
Right.
again.
yeah, there's no way he's gonna not. Yeah, he's gonna have to pit another time
So
for sure.
Stutzman is in. So Tyler Markle needs things to shape out here, because Markle been on 152 and Malenko's on 151. What happened to Tyler? Something.
I have no idea.
Oh goodness! And he's coming up to Jason Miz. Oh, tight.
Oh, that was close.
Farron stays out another lap, and Marco's probably gonna cycle out here, but to what spot? I mean, he's got Setzer. He's gonna get Elam and Helton. So I think Marco will, you know, still come up at 6th, but I thought maybe Marco had a penalty or something. That was sketchy. I don't know what happened.
Right.
He pitted the same lap Schaefer did, so he did not gain any advantage on Reese. So there's Setzer. Elam, I mean, he's made his bed. He's just hoping for a yellow.
Yeah, he wants a yellow, and I don't know if we'll get one.
Man. Okay, we had our one and only caution on lap 28 so far. We have gone, what is this, 130 laps, green flag. This is absolutely insane, but not a bad way. This is, you know, what we expected from Outlaws. This is just,
Right.
it's insane because the amount of laps that this race is, the magnitude of how long we're going green is absolutely insane. We've had completely green races at Mountain House, by the way, so honestly, the fact that we had one caution was actually shocking.
Yeah, and a lot of these drivers said, when I asked my question, my famous question, said 4. It was around 3 or 4.
3 or
and
4.
only gotten one.
Which, I mean,
And
we could still get a slew of cautions at the end of the race. Here comes race leader Elam. Actually, Schaefer takes over the lead before Elam pits. But Markle got passed by Greg Holt. Schaefer's about to lap Markle. What?
Oh, no.
We need to see what happened when Tyler Markle entered the pit lane. Alright, pit lane. Here we go. Let's see. Did he slide? Did he make a mistake? Did he just take it slow? No. Marco's pit stop was 14 seconds and he left the pit. I don't know how he lost so much time. But Holt has passed Markle and Schaefer is the leader.
You know, we talk about how some of these drivers, they're happy Greg Holt's not in. They also got to be happy that this guy leading the race
Reese
right
Schaefer,
now,
yeah.
Reese Schaefer, has been a 1.5 mile king so far this season. He's doing it once again, leading here at Atlanta. What a run he's had so far.
The 19-year-old Michigander, 2 wins on the season, Chicagoland, Legacy, Kentucky, and we're at another 1.5 miles, and we still have 3 more to go. Do not count this number 17 out of any race win, especially when it comes to these 1.5 miles. Yeah, this is, I mean, most of NASCAR schedule is based on 1.5 miles. I'm very happy to, you know, there's more variety in the schedule. This season we have a dirt race, you know, 2 dirt races in the trucks, you know, 7 road courses in the Cup Series. It's wild. 6 points pain, and you know the Daytona road course is the Clash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. Oh, into the walls, Josh McClune.
Oh, don't come down.
Yeah, right in front of
Yeah,
race
all
leader
right.
Reese Schaefer. That was sketchy. Not that I trust McClune, but you know I don't. You know when you pull the car off the wall, you
Right.
never know what can happen.
Yeah, that car will just go anywhere after you pull that thing off the wall.
Taking a look at the chat once again. Cindy Semick says, "My umbrella cockatoo loves watching the race. Vroom vroom." Yes, the more fans, the
yes.
merrier. Honestly, all the eyes you can get, even your pet's eyes, bring them on in. How about Adam Gardner? Is he gonna take his lap back from race leader Reese Schaefer? Is Adam
He
Gardner,
could
the
very
league
well
owner,
could.
about to impose his will on the race leader?
I think he very well could.
Let's see what happens.
He's gonna try it.
Again, he's got 2 lap fresher tires than Reese Schaefer. And he's trying. He's got to get the run off the corner, and Schaefer's got it for now. Also, McClune is not having the hottest of races. This playoff bubble can get really tight really fast, man.
It really can. It's gonna be wild. After these interviews are over, it's gonna be wild.
I'm gonna absolutely lose it reading these points. I feel it. I feel like somebody I haven't even mentioned is gonna be out.
Right.
Oh man. Gardner is still fighting hard on that inside. That league owner, he's trying to
If I
take
were Reese,
his lap
if I
back.
were Reese, I'd give it to him.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, you're losing time now, battling him.
but I was gonna say, but no, never mind. He's got 4 seconds on Seth Berger, by the way, and I don't know if Reese is gonna be able to fend him off. Honestly, Reese is wasting tires battling a lapped car. That's about to try to get back on the lead lap here. Reese isn't helping his case. He's not helping Adam's case. He's helping no one's case by battling Gardner.
I don't know what the call is for Reese Schaefer here. It's unprecedented. I mean, just if you were just to let him go, you're not gonna lose time. I don't know. This is.
Oh, Gardner almost into Schaefer. I think Schaefer's got to let him go now. Markle all over the road. Here comes St. Court to the inside, right in front of the leader. Oh, man.
This is killing Schaefer on time.
Oh, man. What do you do? He got cars that are on the lead lap right in front of you battling double wide. He's going to shoot to the inside of Markle. Is he going to try to take it 3 wide? Almost into the back of St. Court. All over that body armor Ford Mustang.
This 17 is getting unlucky with traffic here.
This is huge, and oh man, I think this is how this race is gonna end. Traffic is gonna be the bearer of bad news for Reese Schaefer, potentially. You have a lot of racing to go. Markle almost into Schaefer. And now Gardner inserts himself into the lucky dog position. He blows by Tyler Markle. Gardner still wants to get around Reese Schaefer. Gardner's not done. He said, come back here. I want a lead lap finish. I think Seth is going to come by and wax all 4 of these drivers.
Yeah, he is. Playing with these lap drivers really killed Reese Schaefer's time.
Yeah, 2.7 seconds the gap. Do I dare bring up the time delta? Look at that. Last 5 laps, 2 seconds. Wow. Now Schaefer clears St. Cour. St. Cour ain't done yet. Here he comes to the inside.
Oh my lord. Reese Schaefer cannot catch a break with these lappers.
Here comes
I
Adam.
think we hit grass there.
Yeah, I don't know, but Adam to 8th. A strong run for Adam Gardner if he can finish the deal. Here comes St. Cour. Inside fighting. But here's where it's really at. Take a look at the lap time history. Look at that. 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 3 tenths, 2 tenths a lap. A lap on Schaefer. Marco's getting out of Seth's way. Keith Helton pits from 5th, which is going to move Gardner and everybody up a spot.
That'll be put a smile on Marco's face for sure.
That could be a car in between Marco and Malenko, by the way, too.
Yeah.
So Helton in the pit lane. Oh, Marco pits!
Oh. This is an interesting call.
What is happening? Marco. Is Marco
Marco,
throwing away
what
the
are you
playoffs with
doing?
this strategy? We're going to see how this plays out. Malenko. Is Malenko going to stay? I mean, Malenko went, from 109 to 151, which is... That's 42 laps. 151 is 44 laps to go. I think Malenko would try to save 2 laps. I don't know what Mark was doing.
I have no clue. This is getting interesting.
I think Marco's just, this is kind of his last-ditch effort. He's hoping somehow, some way, everybody's got a pit. Which, look at the time delta again. I mean, Seth is still gaining, don't get me wrong, but he's not gaining at the pace he was.
Yeah.
He's only gained 8 tenths. He's only gained 8 tenths in the last 5 laps. And there's 3 competitive lap cars in between him and Reese. This is not over for Reese Schaefer.
Yeah. It's you're right, it's still not over, but Reese is gonna have to pull something here. He's gonna have to do a little bit of hard work to get this one done.
Take a look at the chat. Mark Berger says, "Oh hell yeah, Burger Nation rise." Sean Thompson commenting on Seth saying the 77 looks like Ryan Blaney. Long run car. Rebecca Berger says, "Keep it up, Seth." Pam Williams, go Seth. Dennis Montez, nice move, number 77. Mad Dog Burger says, "Let's go, number 77, Seth Berger." Pam Williams says, "Pour it on, Seth." And Cindy Samick says, 56 is in 8th place. And yes, he is. Again, a great run for Adam. I think he only has 2 or 3 top 10s this season. So, this would either make it his 3rd or 4th. Nice little run. Adam ended up getting into the bubble fight for the playoff spots, but to no avail. Oh, tight with Seth Berger. But that gap has stabilized. I don't know what turbo boosters Reese turned on battling those lapped vehicles, or maybe just maybe the lap vehicles were slow enough that it slowed Reese enough to save some tire. Is that like backwards?
That could have been.
Like back. That's backwards, right? Like that's not how that works.
Not how it works, definitely, but it could have given him something.
1.4 seconds the gap. Seth is gaining. Don't get me wrong, he is gaining. But is he gaining fast enough? He's got to gain a 10th a lap now. And take a look at the lap time history. Oops. Look at that. The last couple laps, he didn't even gain a 10th. He gained a big chunk last lap. But before that, he didn't gain a 10th for 2 laps. Is Seth pushing too hard? Did Reese make the right call? Tyler Markle, by the way, on his strategy. I don't know how this is going to play out. Reese has got to be smart here. Just let Markle by. Maybe get his draft down the back. Seth only ran 7 1,000ths faster. Boys, I don't know if he's going to get there and pass.
Why not?
Remember, he's got to catch and pass.
This is gonna be a close one.
This is gonna be really close. After all that, it's gonna come down to something like this. By the way, St. Court catching up to Adam Gardner for the 8th position. And I have to shout this man out. 5th place, Jason Miz. If he can hold on, how about a 4th top 5 this season for Jason? But he's got a hungry Greg Holt right behind him. They pitted on the same lap though, Miz and Greg. And Causey up the road. Causey's about 5 seconds up the road, but this could be huge there. Oh, something happened.
Oh, the gap is closing.
Something happened. Big time. Sorry, wrong graphic. Seth gained half a second last lap. Uh-oh. It's time to sound the alarm again if you're a Schaefer fan. Oh no. Oh my goodness. This is going to be tight. Seth is here. But catching and passing again are two different things. You gained 3/10 the previous lap.
That's 70.
You know what? Seth might have been in traffic.
Oh yeah, he could have. That could have been the issue.
It could have been the traffic that Schaefer had to go through. That Reese had to go. Yeah, that Schaefer had to go through. That Seth had to go through.
Yeah.
That could have been it.
Man, that 77 machine is fast.
10 laps to go, and he is there. Peeking to the inside, the move for the race lead, Seth. He's pretty much into the next round, especially with the days some of these playoff drivers are having. But what it would mean if he can snag a 5th win on the season, but he's got to pass Reese Schaefer first.
What a battle. Can Reese Schaefer get it off of turn 4? It looks like he's going to have it for a second now.
Schaefer holding on, 9 laps to go. This is it. This is for the win. And I don't see these guys pitting. So Tyler Markle's down in 14th. Malenko's in 15th. Stutzman's in 10th. Markle might have just screwed himself with that strategy, by the way.
Yeah, he might have.
To the inside, Seth Berger looks. But can he get the car to rotate? Can he get the power down? Schaefer staying loyal to the outside. Can he get the power down side by side off of turn number 4?
It's going to be Schaefer leading the lap.
But that might be all Seth needed, was to get up alongside. No, Schaefer drove it in deeper. Here comes Seth. A nice run through the center of the corner. 8 laps to go.
And it looks like off the turn. Oh, no, they're still side by side down the back straight. I thought maybe Seth would have gotten it.
This is not over, folks. Seth driving it hard. He's sliding up the track. That's going to hurt his exit if Schaefer can get the power down. I don't think Schaefer could to the line. Berger leads the lap.
Oh, boy.
Schaefer's not done, though. He fights hard on the outside. He should have gone a lane higher, I think.
Seth might get it.
No, Schaefer fights back.
Schaefer fights back.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
And remember last week, Schaefer played it very clean with a playout driver. I think Seth got it. Does Seth get it? Yep. He's clear to the race lead. 6 laps to go. Seth Berger, but is Schaefer done? Can he do anything in second? That might have been all she wrote for Reese Schaefer. And with 6 laps to go, Seth Berger leads at Atlanta. Trying to get his 5th win on the season.
Your boy is in the lead.
Now, the battle for the lead has been decided. We have a lot more to talk about. First, I want to shout out Schumacher in 3rd, Miz in 5th, Elam in 7th, and Gardner in 8th. Now, let's get down to business. Jeremiah Stutzman is in... Gardner's in 9th, by the way. Jeremiah Stutzman's in 8th. He came into today's race 8 points over the cut line. Now, he is 6 spots ahead of Tyler Merkel. They both led laps, so this is 14 points. Jeremiah Stutzman is above Tyler Merkel. Malico came into today 11 points ahead of Tyler Merkel. He is 1 spot behind Tyler. That makes it 10 points ahead of Merkel. While Stutzman gained spots, so this puts Malico on the bubble. I'm not even going to try to calculate the math for wherever Pratt ends up in service. By the way, he's down to 22nd. He's not going to catch Lingerfeld, which is huge. That could have been another point. And a lot of math is going to have to go on here. A lot of math. By the way, battle for 9th. Gardner, St. Cour. Not for playoffs whatsoever, but a battle for position nonetheless. Devin Smith has had a nice recovery drive. He's up to 11th. He should, keyword should, be in. But we'll wait for the official word. Kevin Thompson, I don't think 16th is going to be enough. I'm not going to say anything for sure. I don't think this is going to be enough, though. Garrett Velzy, he's not... He must win tonight to advance to the next round. Actually, that's not even mathematically possible for him to advance to the next round. So, yeah, Garrett Velzy is officially eliminated from the playoffs, by the way. Even coming into tonight, he had over 51 points. If you win a race, you have to be present for all 3 races in that round. He did not show up last week. So even if he won and dominated tonight, Garrett Velzy would not have made it to the next round.
Yep, and that's a tough situation for him, but, you know, he tried. Come back next season.
Hey, he made the playoffs. A lot of people who missed it would have loved to. But this driver did not miss the playoffs. He came in as a top seed in the playoffs. He's played this race like a fiddle. Top of the charts in practice. He did not have a hot qualifying, but he had a plan. He told us in practice that he had a plan. And there's a crash in the back straightaway.
Oh.
That's the 20th Theron Elam Jr. and Greg Holt. But it's on the last lap. There's no caution. There's only 5 cars on the lead lap. And one of them is going for his 5th win on the season. Driver of the number 77, Burger Nation, is into the next round. And for the 5th time this season, wins at Atlanta. Schaefer comes home 2nd. Tune in on the post-race show. You'll find out Schumacher will come home 3rd. There's only 5 cars on the lead lap. We'll catch the last lap accident as well. Schumacher 3rd. Kazi wraps up this round with a great run in 4th. And Jason Miz, for the 4th time this season, will get a top 5.
What a run Jason Miz had today.
Let's see what happened on that last lap with Greg Holt and Theron Elam. So Elam. This might have been a cooldown lap. My apologies.
Yep.
So here's Elam's catching Holt at a high rate of speed. You know what? They might have came together off of turn 2, I think. So off of turn 2, Holt catches the wall. He slip and slides around Elam, and around they both go. Elam into the wall, and they kind of keep it straight right in front of the leader, Phil.
Yeah.
That's got to be scary.
I think Seth was smiling that it was the white flag and didn't
Well,
have to worry
you
about
see-
a caution.
On the other hand, it was right in front of him.
Yeah.
that might
He was
not have been his
smiling,
smile.
and he was half smiling.
Half
half smiling and worried.
I mean, yes, for sure. Oh my goodness. What a race. What a finish. Seth Berger on top for the 5th time this season. He ties Greg Holt for the most wins this season. He advances to the next round with a win. And I think he's going to be the top seed of the next round as well. I mean, he's got enough wins to be.
Yeah, he's definitely got enough wins.
So that's about all I can say for sure. The drivers for sure in the next round are Seth Berger, Joseph Kazi, and Kyle Lingerfeld. The driver for sure not advancing tonight is Garrett Velzy. we're going to go through post-race interviews. We'll go through the results, and then we'll get the official word from the league owner. So let's go through our post-race interviews. It's going to start off with Adrian Schumacher. Wow. And let's get him on up. Let's see. Here we go.
And I just want to point something out, Emerson. I don't know if you noticed, but the Brothers finished 1, 2, 3.
Wow, that's great. You know, Joseph could have been one. He decided not to.
He could have been.
Nah, but anyway, this is we're all joking, by the way. None of this is entirely serious or anything, and it really has nothing to do with the Rocket. By the way, in the chat, Adam says he is tabulating points now, so he will confirm those and he'll get those to us as soon as possible. But let's go ahead and talk to third place finisher. Did you just get 3 podiums in a row, Adrian?
Hello, my brother. Yes.
Yes, sir. Look at that. That is a strong run. 3 different types of tracks, 3 podiums. Well, how would you say this round went for you?
I'd say pretty good. Better than I suspected. Especially meeting my goals so far.
Absolutely. Now, I mean, I know the inspiration behind it, but tell us about the paint scheme.
Well, I was with you and a couple other people in Discord chat, and we just started laughing hysterically at the Michelin Man, and
that's about it.
and was a cult was born.
Yes.
That is really what happened. There is no lies detected. Oh my goodness.
I'm so glad I got a podium in that livery.
Oh man.
The best livery in the field.
By far.
Fact.
So, podium. Now, we're going to next round. There's a little treat in that round for you, I hear. So first we start off with Las Vegas. Uh-oh, hold up. iRacing's still zooming. Uh-oh, hold on. Something went amiss on iRacing. Okay, we'll figure it out in a second. But anyway, next round we have Las Vegas, which is another mile and a half, which you did pretty good today. How would you, I mean, do you know Las Vegas enough to really gauge how you think you would do?
Only on NASCAR heat.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Well, so at least you're not learning this track the week of, and you're not watching film to figure out what the track is, so that's good. But after that, we had to is it Dover or Richmond? I believe it's Dover, and then Daytona Road Course. I think I know what the goal for you is next round, but what's the goal for next round?
Podium, must win.
Podium must win. Straight, simple, to the point. And once again, tell us about this race. How did it go? How'd you... At one point, I think you dropped to deep in the middle of the pack, and then you end up third. Tell us about it.
Yeah, you know, did that thing called the Harvicking again, saved my tires. Luckily, there was a lot of lawn runs. That's where I think I totally excel at. So I saved my tires, ran the outside lane where I could do that, and just inched my way through the field one by one throughout the race.
There you go. This continues to zoom. So, oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna pull away. Oh, okay, it stopped zooming. Jacob, you have any questions for Adrian?
Adrian, how you feeling about, this race? It meant something to you because it's an elimination race, and now you're in the next round. How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's definitely I don't know how to explain it. I'm just excited to get to the next round, especially how I was at the beginning of the season, running like second to last almost every race.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Yeah,
that is huge improvements. very proud of you. Not only to win 3 races and get into the playoffs, but to improve immensely here. Congratulations on the podium. Best of luck to you
Yeah,
next
congrats,
round.
man.
Thanks, Bottas.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That was driver of the number 82, Mr. Adrian Schumacher. And now we have the heartbreak of the night, man. I'd say, well, maybe it is. I think a lot of people also could have seen this coming. But Reese, man, what happened?
You know, it was a great race out there. You know, me and Seth had some great battles. You know, I left everything out there though. But you know, the tires were absolute shot. When I came across the line, I had 0.0 left to gas. I left it all out on the track tonight, and just didn't walk away with a win, but still a lot of fun. So
It's good to know that you gave it your all, 110% left out on that old Atlanta asphalt. I'll let your boy Jacob conduct this interview, and go for it.
Reese, how you doing, man?
I am extremely tired. Just need to get up, I think. Been sitting down for too long.
Yeah, going into this race, you know, you've always talked about being the 1.5 mile king. You know, the 1.5 miles are your favorite. What was the goal tonight?
You know, just try to stay consistent. You know, especially the cool thing about Atlanta now, right? There's multiple grooves, so you can try everything out. And you know, I got some good grooves going, but the only thing that really killed me tonight was you know, the lap cars. Their draft really hurt me, and I'm still, you know, I still led a lot of laps, and I mean, me and Seth 20 seconds on the rest of the field, so that's, you know, pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, didn't come away with a win, but still, I think really successful tonight.
And then what's the pit strategy? Do you think you could have done something better to get ahead of Seth, or you gave it all you got?
You know, I think if the first stint I stayed a little bit, the very first stint I stayed a little bit longer. I thought we could go like 50 laps, but that's when I realized we can only go about 43 is like the absolute limit. And so I came in early, like only like a 40 lap run. If I would have stayed out, maybe, you know, all the way like 4 laps there, and then that would have allowed me to stay out one more for each stint. I probably would have had an even better chance to win that race.
And it's a tough break, you know, lost out by that much, but you had a great run. Best of luck to you next week at Las Vegas, and we'll see if you can get that win.
Yes, sir.
Right on. That is second place finisher, driver of the number 17, Reese Schaefer. And now we have the man.
Rise up.
Burger Nation rise up for the 5th time this season. Seth, you said you had a plan.
Oh man,
It looked like you did.
Yeah, and it worked. It worked perfectly. Was not comfortable cutting it any closer than that. Oh my god, that was probably the most fun I've ever had on iRacing. To be honest with you, being on a worn out track like this, that was awesome.
Talk about that final stint. It looked like you were gonna catch big time, and then it started to stagnate. Was that traffic or what happened?
Oh man, you know, it was definitely traffic playing a role. It was going my way a little bit. It was going against me a little bit, and in the end, I think it kind of affected both me and Reese about equally. And I think thankfully I just had newer tires than Reese did, so I believe I got around the lap traffic a lap or two faster than he did. But oh my god, yeah, that to win this week after last week, oh my god, this is awesome. This one's for you, Jenna.
I mentioned she commented on the stream that you shouted her out under the caution, and wow, we got you in all 3. We got you qualifying, caution, post race.
Yeah, we got.
Burger Nation cannot complain about tonight.
Determined, man, just determination tonight.
All right, so about the race. I mean, we got through that. Now, top seed, next round, Vegas, Dover, Daytona Road Course. Game plan. What is it?
I got some practice in at Vegas, but like I was talking about earlier, I believe that was before the new tire model that we're on now, so I'm still gonna have to practice there again. But you know, I saved tires well enough here. Maybe I could do it at Las Vegas. But yeah, in the end, I'm just still looking for top 5 finishes is what my go-to is every week. And then the Daytona road course, I'm looking for a top 3. We obviously got some road course ringers, and I'm closer to the front, but yeah, really, it's just trying to finish top 5 every week and try to go for wins at the same time.
Fair enough. Jacob, you have any questions for Seth?
Sure, I'll go ahead and throw a couple questions in here. Seth, first of all, how you feeling about that win, man? Now you're you got another win, and now you get some more points for you.
Oh yeah, uh, I was really looking for those bonus points tonight, man. I wanted them last week, and I finally got them tonight. So that'll help me feel a little more comfortable going into next round.
And I was going to ask you. Now you're looking at who's left in the field. Your teammates. We still don't know who has been eliminated yet. How do you feel about that? How do you feel?
I'm hoping all of them made it in. I believe one of them sadly did not. I'm not going to say who because I don't know for sure, but unfortunately, I think it's only going to be 3 Swift cars going over to the next round. But I got confidence in us 3. I think we could go really deep into the playoffs, or even take up 3 of the 4 spots at the final 4.
All right. Well, that's it from me. Good win tonight, Seth, and we'll see you back at Las Vegas.
All right, sweet. Thank you.
Okay. So, that is our 3 post-race interviews. We promised we'd have who's in and who's out.
And I have the confirmation.
I do too.
And you do. So.
All right. So, who will not be making it into the round of 10? Who will be sitting shy and not having a chance to go for a championship starting next week? Driver of the number 48, Garrett Velsey, has been eliminated from playoff competition. The 89 of Kevin Thompson has unfortunately been eliminated from playoff competition. And the 42 of Tyler Markle has been eliminated from playoff competition.
Wow.
Man, if only Markle didn't pit there, man.
Yeah, that's what killed him. That pit strategy killed him.
Well,
I don't know what he was thinking, but it basically choked. He basically choked.
Yeah,
In better terms.
There's not really a better way to put it.
Yeah.
But I guess let's see how the rest of the field shakes down, and why they got eliminated. Of course, the winner, Seth Berger, with an amazing strategy that got him to win tonight. 1.7 seconds ahead of Reese Schaefer, and then that was it. No, I'm kidding. Adrian Schumacherville, 23 seconds back. Joseph Kazi, 26 seconds back. Jason Miz on the lead lap, and for the 4th time this season, the top 5, 30 seconds back. 6th place, Farron Elam Jr. 7th place, Greg Holt. 8th place, Jeremiah Stutzman will make it into the next round and have a shot at the championship. Will continue his chance at the championship. St. Cour comes home 9th after his, I guess, a little break from the action. He's back in it. Adam Gardner, a nice run, gets him another top 10 finish. Keith Helton, in his first Outlaw Sim Series start, not a slouch of a start at all. Had some great running up there, but he'll come home 11th, 1 down. Devin Smith, 12th. Matthew Setzer, 13th. Jacob, take us through V Final 13.
Heartbreak, Tyler Markle, 14th. 15th, Malenko. 16th, Kevin Thompson. 17th, Andrew Pratt. 18th, Eric Peck. 19th, Joshua McClune. 20th, Doug Solms. 21st, Lingerfeld. 22nd, Max Service. 23rd, Garrett Velsey. 24th, Joe Panino. 25th, Cody Vreeland. And 26th, Patrick Clark Jr.
Yeah, I believe Cody and Patrick did not take the green, so I guess technically they're credited with starts today, but not really, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But final thoughts, Jacob. 1 caution. Almost could have been 2. But 1 caution. What we expected, and then 160 laps of green flag racing.
It was a great race and a great battle between the 17 and the 77, and it just sucks to see that, Tyler Markle made a wrong pit decision, and that's it. He's done. He had such a great run today, and, we thought maybe he might have a chance, and that late pit decision didn't help.
Yeah, I don't really know. There's got to be a reason for the call, but nonetheless, we will. I'll talk to him and I'll find out, I guess, afterwards, man. There's not a whole lot you can say. Before we go tonight, we got to shout out our charity once again tonight. Our charity was the American Humane Association. They are the first to serve wherever animals are in need of rescue, shelter, protection, or security. And through their innovative leadership initiatives, from their No Animals Were Harmed program in Hollywood to broad-based farm and conservation animal welfare certifications to rapid response rescue and care across the country, American Humane sets the gold standard as the most visionary and effective animal welfare organization in the nation. Again, if you wish to donate to the American Humane Association, make sure you check out AmericanHumane.org. And again, we shout out a different charity each week in hopes of, trying to get them any sort of exposure, any sort of help we can do with all of you who tune in each week. Again, if you feel you wish to donate to the cause of the American Humane Association, please do at AmericanHumane.org. It would mean the most. And again, we try to, get each one of these associations, charities, foundations, whatever they are, their spotlight. And, this time, all we can do with all of you supporting us. Tonight's cameras, like this one right here, was presented by Whiplash Media. Pit Stop TV's parent organization, Whiplash Media, specializes in various sim racing resources, including paint schemes, stream overlays, iRacing camera packs, like you see here, and more. Whiplash Media is working on its presence in real racing, offering services such as photography, social media, management, and public relations. Make sure you go to www.whiplash-media.com for more. And well, that's really gonna do it. I mean, what a round it was. So short, but as it was short, there's a lot of long seasons that came to an end today. 3 to be exact. Velzy, Thompson, Markle, they will not be racing for a championship, but there's still 10 drivers that are. We continue the stretch of 10 races to figure out who will be the Outlaws Sim Series Bandit Grand Nationals inaugural iRacing champion. Race 4 of 10. Round number 2 begins next Wednesday, March 31st, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're not going to want to miss it. This has been Jacob Zala and Emerson Arnold call tonight. You stay warm or stay cold. I think it's springtime now. The spring equinox is hit. Y'all stay cool. Stay safe. Stay awesome. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Congratulations, Seth Berger. 5th win on the season. Into the next round. We'll see you next week.